What's going on, everybody? You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Day 2 of the NFL Draft is here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is another opportunity for the Giants to get better today. I thought they got better yesterday by selecting Deonte Banks, number 24 overall in the draft. They obviously had to move up from pick number 25, but I know a lot of people are like, but we gave up a 5th and a 7th round pick. We gave up 2 draft picks. I'm not worried about that at all, to be quite honest with you. I actually like that the Giants traded up because you know what that means? The Giants were all in on Deonte Banks being a part of this football team, and they sacrificed future draft capital, as in draft capital later in the draft, to go get him. So what does that mean? They identified a player that they liked, and they identified a player that they didn't want to risk not getting. Would you have rather Joe Shane just sit on his hands and be like, I sure hope he gets there. I sure hope he falls to number 25. Then what if he doesn't? Because a lot of people, which is funny here, Seeps, so I do want to bring on producer Seeps here. What up, Seeps?
How we doing, Marsh? How we doing?
So go back, Seeps, 2 years ago. The Giants were 1 pick away from being on the clock, and Devontae Smith was still available. And the team above them was not going to take a wide receiver. But you know what happened? The Giants wanted to select Devontae Smith, but here came the Eagles. From the back half of the first round, they traded up, they leapfrogged you, and they took Devontae Smith right out from under you. So I like that the Giants just didn't sit back and said, we hope our guy falls to him. They were aggressive. They went out. They got a good football player in Deonte Banks.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Banks. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Vikings guy here. I wanted Banks on the Vikes, and the fact that the Giants didn't really need to move up too much, obviously getting up to 24, but you get an athletic freak. Honestly, a true CB1, I think, in the NFL. I think he's going to be a great addition to that defense. And you know who was probably the most excited about that, Marsh? Wink Martindale.
Yeah, there was a video that was going viral yesterday of Wink Martindale reacting to the pick, and he gave Joe Shane a big ol' bear hug after the pick was made, and it's because he got his guy, Seeps. If he could create a cornerback in a lab, I think Deonte Banks is that type of guy. 6 foot, 200 pounds, 4'4", 40. He does everything you want at an elite level. He can play man. He can play zone. He can get up in your face and play press coverage. Over 300 snaps in press coverage last year. Some of the most in college football. Deonte Banks is a damn good football player. And the Giants, you guys, me, you, we should all be happy. If you're complaining about trading a round 5 and a round 7 pick, you just are probably bored.
Yeah.
You're just probably bored. At the end of the day, look how beautiful that looks. Deonte Banks, cornerback, Maryland,
right
New York Football Giants. What up, everybody? What up? As Crim's dad is in the chat. Crimmy. He said, what happened to the countdown? That's my favorite part of the show. What the hell? There it is. The countdown's right here.
Right there.
It's right there, Crimmy. It's right there,
Crimmy.
baby. I did see your super chat on our main chat sports channel, Crims. It was hilarious.
That's good stuff, Crim's dad. That got a laugh out of all of us.
Yeah, that was sent in our work production account and our work group message. Our CEO actually sent that in.
Yeah.
So, Crimmy, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us as always, and thanks for heckling Tom Downey. That's pretty damn cool. He said no clock before you come on. I don't know what he means.
Oh, here, I'll put in preview for you, Marsh. Hold on. That one?
Oh, he wanted that one?
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Crimmy. Should we just restart it?
Yeah, you just want to shut it down?
Love that. All right, let's do this. Let's get the comment section going as we still get people piling in, as we're still probably 22 minutes away from pick 32 happening. We're a long way away from the Giants being on the clock at pick 57, and we're going to be here pretty much all round 2. All round 3. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let me know, who do you want the Giants to draft in round 2? Seeps, I told you we're looking at a receiver or a center. Do you have a guy you think the Giants could go and maybe target here a little bit, or maybe a receiver you like in day 2?
Well, I will take your pick. I think Jalen Hyatt's a great fit for the Giants. I think they need a guy with that top-end speed. I don't know, maybe you could go like a bigger guy like Mingo or A.T. Perry because the Giants don't really have that type of archetype of wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one of those three, I feel like, unless Josh Downs is there. But
I know you're a big Josh Downs guy.
I'm a huge Josh Downs guy.
I'm worried that he is very small.
He is.
And the Giants he's a great player, though. He plays bigger than his size. He's one of the best contested catch guys actually in this draft when you look at the numbers. But look, you already got Sterling Shepard. You got Wan'Dale Robinson. You have a whole bunch of small receivers on this roster. You got a whole bunch of slot receivers.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in that direction? Again, here are the top wide receivers available right now. Josh Downs, according to Tom Downey, is number one. These are Tom Downey's rankings.
Yep.
And I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of people on screen that are not better than Jonathan Mingo or Rashee Rice. Those are the two guys I'm looking at. But Josh Downs, Jalen Hyatt, I would agree probably they're the two best available receivers.
Yeah.
But after that,
I would probably go Mingo and Rashee Rice.
I love Rashee Rice. I love Jonathan Mingo. I like Tyler Scott, but he's 5'11". I like Cedric Tillman, but I'm kind of worried about the injury a little bit.
A little bit. That's like a high tightrope ankle or sprain.
Yeah, and it caused him to miss some time. Just the Giants, they can't keep drafting the players that have been injured in college. They can't do that. As Craig Clifford comes in with the $50 super chat.
We aren't worthy.
Bang! We did get another super chat. We'll get to that here in a second. Shout out to Aunt Benrod. Always showing love on Giants, on Knicks. He ain't even a Knicks fan, but he always showing love. Shout out to Aunt Benrod. We appreciate you, Brody. He, I don't know what he said. He said, Giants going to select Rashee Rice, Jalen Hyatt, or Steve Avila. I wouldn't be mad at that. So it's pushing everything that you put in there. So I think what you do is you just keep that, just like that, and it'll just push till we're done. Look, if Rashee Rice is there, I wouldn't mind him. The Athletic, Dane Brugler, in my opinion, one of the best draft guys in the world, had the Giants selecting Seeps. John Michael Schmitz at pick number 57, and then Rashee Rice at 89. I'd be bouncing off the wall. I'm so happy.
So I'm pretty in there on Minnesota Twitter. This guy, John Michael Schmitz, if he's not the best center in the league from day one, I'll be shocked. The way they talk about this guy is he is an absolute dog. He's a classy, they threw out locker room guy all the time. He's a fan favorite. So
I like John Michael Schmitz a lot. He's a good football player. If he's available at 57, you might have to pull the trigger. You might also have to trade up for a guy like John Michael Schmitz. He's someone that I think could be a plug-and-play player for the New York Giants. The Giants obviously have a hole at that center spot. You got Ben Bredesen right now as your starting center. You didn't re-sign John Feliciano. You didn't re-sign Nick Gates, so you don't have a starting center on this spot. And that's what my man Craig Clifford is looking at. He said, let's get a center. I need something to make me feel better about the Eagles getting Carter, live outside of Philly, and am surrounded by Eagles fans. Well, Craig, I feel sorry for you because there's no worse fans in the world than Philadelphia Eagles fans. So my thoughts and prayers are with you. But, Craig, we appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. I do want to let everybody know we do have a super chat item for today's show. I would call this a garden flag. If you have one of those garden posts that straight up and then hook over, we got a New York Giants flag for whoever sends in the biggest super chat in today's video. Me and Seeps will sign the garden flag and we'll send it to you. It's pretty damn sweet. It shows off the Giants logo, the blue and the red, and it's going to look good in your front yard. It's going to look good in your front yard. So if you want to enter the garden flag, you got a chance. Whoever sends in the biggest super chat today, you will be a part of that. Craig says, yes, garden flag. That's what I would call this, a garden flag. Not one of those big, obnoxious flags, but one that just looks nice, clean, and crisp in your front yard. So the winner of today's Super Chat MVP will get the garden flag. Shout out to Craig. He is in first place right now. Mitch says, Marsh, I'm going to do something rated R for Mingo. If we get Jonathan Mingo, that'd be pretty funny. Krems is laughing at Canty. What did Canty say? I missed that. I don't see anyone named Canty in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about, Crims. It's OMG Canty. That's funny. Oh, there it is. I fell asleep for the pick. I was looking for first name Canty. First name. I got you. I got you, MK. I got you, Brody. He said, man, we should all meet up at a home game. Thing is, I work on home days. We do watch parties every single home game, but I would love it if maybe I could orchestrate a Giants Now meetup for all the real ones, and y'all go to a game and get to hang out and get together. That'd be a whole lot of fun. But look, if you get a center, I'd be very happy about it. There's a couple that I'm absolutely looking at. I'm looking at John Michael Schmitz. I'm looking at Tippmann. I'm looking at Whitebler. I'm looking at Ricky Stromberg. I believe the Giants will take a center, and I believe the Giants will take a wide receiver with the 2 picks they have today. The dark horse position that I am hearing, though, Seeps, is running back. I'm hearing running back could be a day 2 pick for the New York Giants.
There's a lot of good options, too, at the running back position. I love this year's running back class. I think it's loaded. I love Zach Charbonnet. That's kind of been my baby throughout this whole process. I think he's a dog.
He's a good player. I think he's a complete back. I think he's a complete back as well.
Yeah.
Some running backs that I like Israel Banakanda. I like Devon A-Chain.
A-Chain's awesome.
I like Spears out of Tulane. Those are some guys I'm looking at. We are in a super chat battle, though. I was walking into the studio today, and I wasn't even thinking about a super chat or anything like that. And then our Bears and our Eagles host comes up to me, and they're like, hey, just to let you know, we have a super chat battle going today. Our Eagles channel is live in the studio to the right of me. Our Bears channel is live in the studio behind me. Also, Rolly is producing our Bears coverage, and we got to smoke him. We got to smoke him.
We can't lose to Rolly today, guys.
We can't lose to Rolly. We definitely can't lose to the Eagles.
Yeah, we can't lose to the Eagles. Bears will be icing on the cake. Eagles is the benchmark here.
Bears is icing on the cake. Eagles would be absolute progress. Eagles, I would be in shambles.
Yeah, I would
Eagles,
be in
I would
shambles,
absolutely be in shambles.
Tell them you need to get this back.
Look,
You gotta take it away
I'll
from
tell you right
That's
now,
true.
our Bears channel just stole the shot fun out of the office, and I want to do one. I want to do a shot fun race. I want to get ready for game 2, so we got to get it back. We got to get it back. Craig, $50 super chat, my man. You're going on the hard hat right now. Shout out to you. I'm actually going to put them on as we go in today's show. Craig, I got you. Seeps, you want to roll through this super chat menu?
Yeah, so every super chat that comes in, it's a shout out. Marsh and I will talk about it on the show today. A $10 super chat comes in. We're taking shots. Obviously, I got the tequila next to me. $20, we got the wheel right here next to me, so we'll be firing that up. And then $50, you can join the Helmet Hall of Fame. And then every 100 we get, shot fun races. Right now, the shot funds are with the Bears stream. If we get 100, we take the lead, and we get the shot funds back.
I might want to wear this hard hat today. Today may be the day we got to put the hard hat back on.
These are gritty guys. This is your day.
Yeah, these are hard hat type of players.
These are hard hat players.
Slept on a little bit, got to bounce back, answer the doubts. So this is our super chat menu for today. I do also want to let you guys know, because yesterday we had someone send in a $500 super chat. And what we do here at Chat Sports is when someone sends in a $500 Venmo or Cash App, it has to be Venmo or Cash App, we are going to get a jersey with whatever name and whatever number that they want. And my man, Double R, won a jersey. So a $500 Venmo or Cash App. We will order a jersey. You saw all 3 on screen. We'll get whatever name you want on the back, whatever number you want on the back, and we are going to wear those on the stream, on the show, on watch parties next year. So I know it's a lot to ask, but that's just the price of the opportunity. We appreciate everybody that does it. If you do want to participate in that, it has to be a Cash App or a Venmo, and you can hit me up on Cash App at Marshall Green or $Marsh G10, and then Venmo would be at Marshall Green _. Those are the ones on screen. We'll get a jersey. You want the white jersey, you want the blue jersey, you want the retro. You choose the name, you choose the number. We'll wear it on screen. Think about it like this. Your name, your Giants jersey is going to go on the #1 New York Giants YouTube channel in the world. Imagine all the views we get, how many people will see it. That's the offer that we got for today's show. Also, Super Chat MVP, my man Craig Clifford in the lead. We're sending you a garden flag. Shout out to you.
Yo, and I'm curious what Giants fans have to say about this, Marsh. Center or wide receiver? Let me know in the chat.
I like this.
What are you going? Are you going wide out, the flashier, the sexier pick here, or are you going to go guy in the mud?
It kind of depends on how the board falls, right?
Yes.
Like if some of those top receivers are on the board at pick 57, I wouldn't mind taking a receiver. But let's say that John Michael Schmitz is there at 57. You might have to take him because he's not going to be there when you get to pick 89. It just kind of matters. Like, do you want to go Jonathan Mingo and Ricky Stromberg in round 3? Or do you want to go John Michael Schmitz and maybe a Rashee Rice or an A.T. Perry potentially in round 3? You got to weigh the options here, which is something that I'm sure Joe Shane always talks about, the contingency plans that he's always got lined up. And that's definitely something that he's going to be looking for, no doubt about it. But let me know. I want you guys to pick a position for the Giants to draft in round 2. Who do you want? Type C for center, type W, R for wide receiver. Mamadou, excuse me. I don't know why I said Muhammad. He wants a center. Corinne says, welcome. What up, Corinne? COVID 1984 says center. Mitch says wide receiver and Seeps, we got beef. You stole Addison from me. R. Lewis wants a center. Rob Simpy. What up, Rob? What up, big dog? He wants a center. Rena Ramos wants a center as well. Eckley wants a wide receiver. Scott says, I agree. Depends on who's available. Yeah, I think that's kind of how it's going to fall out. Scott says, best talent is the way you win in the draft and build a team. I agree. Montega says Mingo or a center. Diaz says our guard. Maybe, but I don't think – we need a center. Anthony wants a wide receiver. Ant wants both. I want both, too. I want to end today's show with a center and a wide receiver that's going to help this team be better. It's my man King Carter. What up, King Carter, in the chat? As Rainin Ramos. I think I'm saying it right. If not, you could call me stupid. Wouldn't be the first person that ever did. So, Rainin, we appreciate the $5 super chat. I'm a big Giants fan from Brazil, and my guess for the second pick is John Michael Schmitz. If he's there, my man, Mr. Ramos, at pick number 57, I think he's going to be the pick. I believe John Michael Schmitz will be the pick if he is on the board when the Giants are on the clock in round 2. Then Craig Clifford comes in with a $25 super chat. He says, cry, Eagles, cry. Oh, Craig. Craig, you're a legend, my man. We appreciate you. $25 super chat for my man Craig. We're going to spin the wheel. We got some fun stuff on the wheel today.
We do have some fun stuff on the wheel.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not looking forward to the Bean Boozled.
Yeah, the beans are on there. Did you crack them open yesterday?
No, I did not even start these yesterday. So these are Harry Potter jelly beans. Every $20 super chat will spin the wheel. This is on there a couple of times. Listen to the flavors in this. You have earwax, earthworm, dirt, cinnamon, cherry, candy floss, booger, blueberry, black pepper, banana, grass, green apple, marshmallow, rotten egg, sausage, lemon soap, tutti frutti, vomit, and watermelon.
Wait, that's awful.
So there's a chance I'm going to have to eat a disgusting jelly bean if we land on the Bean Boozled for the chat. Crim's dad said, I told you to get food involved. Glad Chat Sports is starting it. We're trying out the Bean Boozled today, Crimmy. You better spin that wheel, Crimmy. It's your idea. We'll do it. Let's freaking go. We are going to spin the wheel for my man Craig Clifford. Craig, thank you for the generosity already, my man. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be able to do shows without you, man. So thank you. It goes a long way. As the doggy duo is mad because he's an Eagles fan and people are talking crap to him. So love that. Way to welcome him to the family. Shout out to Craig for the $25 soup. We got I like this. Craig, I'm taking a shot for you, though, my man. We appreciate you. I had a shot glass somewhere up here. I don't know where it went, though. I do not know where it went. I don't know. Is this me? Is this me? Is that you? This is me?
That's you.
This is me. Let's go.
And then Crimmy with the $5 super chat.
And then he comes back again with a 10. He says, I told you to get food involved.
Yep.
Crimmy, you always have good ideas, my man.
And then Crimmy with the 10 said, I'm heading out with the boys, leaving the wife to fend for herself.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, my man. Crimmy, wherever you're going, have fun, my man. Enjoy it. You're a legend here on the channel. I got this shot, though, for my man Craig. Let's ride.
Shout out to Crimmy.
Oh. I technically owe another one because Crim sent in 10. Every $10 super chat, we will take shots of Fireball. We got 110 people watching right now and only 31 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 69 likes. No other reason than that 69 is a beautiful number. So hit that thumbs up icon. And if you have liked the video, go ahead and type me in the comments section. Go ahead and type me in the comments section. Let's go. Crims, that's one for you, my man. Mitch is in the chat. Mamadou is in the chat. The Kid NSB says, we love and respect you. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Anthony Yenish says me. Cal Walker says me. Christopher, type in me. Mr. Ramos, type in me. Crim's dad says Marsh. You can type Marsh too. Montega's saying me. R. Lewis Rogers, 777. Deshaun Lindo. Mitch says an F. Roley and the Eagles. That's for sure. It's F the Eagles. No doubt about it. Go ahead. Hit that thumbs up icon. We greatly appreciate it. Seeps, you want to roll through just kind of what happened in the first round before we get rolling here in the next 3.5 minutes on day two? On day two.
It was a wild first round, Marsh. A wild first round. Number 1 overall did go to Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. He ended up going number 1. And then we had a quarterback again at number 2, Marsh. But the shocker was the Texans probably getting back up.
Yeah, the fact that the Texans were able to trade back up into that top 5 seems clearly they probably had Will Anderson as their number 1 player on their board. They saw an opportunity to move up from pick number 12 to pick number 3. Is Young for sure your QB1 well over Stroud, or is it close? Or aren't you an Anthony Richardson number 1?
I am an Anthony Richardson fan. I'm not head over heels over any quarterback. I think I'd probably still lean Young over Stroud, but I will say I think Stroud's got a lot of potential.
Yeah. I feel like Young is the more complete quarterback right now, but I do think Stroud throws a better football.
Yeah, he's got a really just easy,
And there's a lot more to being a quarterback than having a really clean motion and being able to throw a tight spiral. But, dude, he was so good at Ohio State. I know it's Ohio State. I know no good quarterbacks have come out of Ohio State. Well, there was no good quarterbacks that came out of Texas Tech before Patrick Mahomes, so I'm not worried about that. But, Seeps, pick 3, pick 4, back-to-back, I would say shockers.
And you get your franchise piece on each side of the football. I mean, you really could have asked for a better draft for the Houston Texans. But then Anthony Richardson going 4, that was a shocker. Will Levis closed at minus 1,500, Marsh. We were kind of looking at the odds before they took that pick.
I thought he was the pick.
I thought he was for sure the pick. Turns out he wasn't. So, I mean, Anthony Richardson, I'm a big fan of him, but I don't know how you feel.
I like Anthony Richardson. Look, he checks all the boxes when it comes to athleticism, right?
Yeah.
He's got the size. He's got the strength. He's got the arm strength. He's shown the ability to tuck and run it and be like a Cam Newton.
Yep.
I mean, he's got running ability like Cam Newton, but he's faster. And he's got the arm strength of someone like Josh Allen. He's got to put it all together. Didn't play all that much in college. I just want to see more reps from him, I guess is the word. I just want to see him do it more. I want to see him play football more.
The one thing I love about Richardson, I think his mobility will give him 2 years in the NFL to kind of figure out everything else. Kind of like what we've seen with Justin Fields right now.
Okay, I feel that. Kind of be a running quarterback to start and then try to transition into a guy that could win from the pocket. I agree with that. Eric Cruz with a $5 super chat. Eric, we appreciate it, my man. He says, hey, Marsh, who do you think the Giants going to pick in the second round? And if they pick him, I'll hit you with a $100 super chat. Choose carefully, Marsh.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is awesome, Eric. I like this.
I like this. I have two guesses.
Okay.
I have two guesses. I don't know if that counts, but I got two guesses. In round two, I'm going to go with the pick either being Jonathan Mingo or John Michael Schmitz.
Okay.
That's my guess. Jonathan Mingo or John Michael Schmitz. That is my prediction for round two. That's my prediction. As Seeps, NFL Draft Day 2 is underway.
The Steelers are officially on the clock. Let's get it going. If they don't take Joey Porter Jr., I will be shocked.
I'd be shocked too. As A Fizzle back again, Juice. What up, Big Juice, with a $10 super chat. We appreciate you, my man. Every $10 super chat, we're taking shots of Fireball here on the show today. A Fizzle, thanks for tuning in yet again. Thanks for being a real one yesterday. We appreciate it. Then Crim's dad, he's back again. He says, can the Giants trade for Josh Hart? We need him on all the NY teams.
I honestly think he would be a heck of a wide receiver in the NFL.
Well, imagine him like an edge rusher, like a Micah Parsons.
He would be dirty. He would be dirty.
He's so physical.
Or a safety, like a box
coming
safety,
downhill.
like a Jamal Adams type of archetype. Like,
I think Josh Hart could play some football.
I think he could he's definitely got the grit and the toughness too.
Crimmy, great question. You're so good. You're so good, Crimmy. Then A Fizzle comes back. He sent a little lemon character. We appreciate that, Brody. Thank you. And then he comes back again with a $5 super chat. He says, hopefully the Giants, we need an offensive lineman. Look, if John Michael Schmitz is there, I think they'll pick him. There's also some talk about maybe Cody Mock at 57.
Oh, I love Cody Mock.
I do, but he's a guard. Giants don't necessarily need a guard. You picked one in the top 100 last year. You signed one in free agency to a multi-year deal. And I know you draft for years to come, but Giants don't have a center on this roster.
Yeah. I mean, unless you think you can move Cody Mock to.
Could Cody Mock play center?
He would be a dirty center.
Maybe.
I love him. He got his two teeth knocked out or whatever, and he said, I'm not getting them fixed because I'm a football guy.
I love that. Let's get the comment section going as the NFL draft is here. If you want the Giants to draft a stud, type NYG in the chat right now. I need everyone in the chat right now to type NYG. Let's go. Type those NYGs in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. Let's break the comment record we have here on the show. Because right now the chat rate is at 7. If we can get the chat rate up to 50, I'll do another shot of Fireball. Let's go. Shout out to Montega, Daisy, Cha, Gentle, Adam, Scott, Eckel, Corinne, NY Giants, Ahmad, Andre, Eric, Ronald, Hybe, Scott, Adam, NY Giants, Eric Cruz, The Doggy, Scott, Anthony, Adam, Ski, The Doggy Dog. The Doggy Duo says fly, Eagles, fly. It's more like cry, Eagles, cry, on the road to losing games. Cry, Eagles, cry. James Bradbury cost you a Super Bowl. Cry, Eagles, cry. Let's go. Type those NYGs. Let's go. Lace up the chat. We're at a 45 chat rate. We got to get to 50.
Come on.
Everyone spam NYG.
Come on.
Let's go. Spam it. This is your one opportunity to spam it in the chat. Let's go.
Get it going.
Shout out to Devarshi, Primo.
We're almost there. Come
Go
on.
hit those. Brian, Adam, Scott, Jimmy, The Doggy, Craig, Gilly,
Come on.
Scott, Montega, Andrew. Type those NYGs. Let's go.
Flood the chat.
Flood the chat. Flood the chat. Flood the chat. Flood the chat. Mr. Chaw's in the chat. Let's go. Montega, Sean Clowney,
Get the 50.
Zion, Corinne, Montega, Tommy for 1, Andrew, Corinne.
Get the 50.
Rose,
63. Keep going.
Keep
going.
going.
Keep going. Come on, we're going. We're going. We're shutting down YouTube. Marsh is taking shots at Fireball. Keep the chat going.
Keep the chat rate going. Come on. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. Appreciate everybody. We appreciate it. Woo! I almost sweated a little bit. I did sweat a little bit.
I'm sweating.
Top to Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! A Fizzle back again with a $10 super chat. He says, I'm still regretting why we gave the quarterback that much money. He don't deserve it. We could have paid our running back, but we could have bought somebody. Seeps, you are a non-biased person.
Yes.
Give me your honest thoughts of what the Giants have decided to do this offseason.
So I pound the table, never draft the running back in the first round, and never pay a running back. I don't hate how the Giants are handling it. I would have tagged Barkley. I will say maybe Daniel Jones is a little overpaid. But again, it's hard to find quarterbacks. I mean, what Daniel Jones did with Isaiah Hodgins as his number one wide receiver, get him weapons. I think Daniel Jones is going to be fine. It's going to be interesting to see, though. One thing I will say, the fact that Dexter Lawrence isn't extended yet, that's one thing that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. I would give him the absolute bag, Marsh. I mean, I think he's fantastic. He's probably top 3 defensive tackle in the league.
Big Dex is going to get his money, as we did get the chat rate up to 180.
We got up to 180.
180 on the chat rate. Salute to all of you guys. Thank you so much. That was electric. Look, did the Giants maybe overpay a little bit? Sure, but Seeps, that's the cost of doing business when you're paying these quarterbacks.
Yes.
And the cap is going to continue to go up every single year. Since Jalen Hurts has got a deal, so before Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson got a deal, Daniel Jones was like the 8th highest paid QB. He's already now outside the top 10.
Yeah.
So what about when Justin Herbert gets a deal? What about when Joe Burrow gets a deal? And then Trevor Lawrence. Daniel Jones will soon be the 13th or 14th highest paid quarterback.
Exactly. And then you don't even consider guys coming out this year, like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. They're going to eventually get paid if they end up panning out.
Wow. That's
Raiders is something.
So I know some people are mad Daniel Jones got a whole lot of money, and I understand that. No doubt about it. But he won you a playoff game. It's something that you haven't done in 10-plus years.
And he played great in that playoff game.
And he was great. He was great. Did we get our butts whooped by the Eagles? No doubt about it. But they're a different beast. We were in year 1 of a rebuild. They were in a year where they pushed all their chips into the table.
Yeah.
A little bit different on the timeline there. Hey, Fizzle, we appreciate the super chat, my man. You have every right to be upset about the Daniel Jones contract, but it is what it be at this point. Craig Clifford with a $20 super chat. He says, let's go! Shout out to Craig.
Shout out to Craig.
Craig.
Fire me up, baby.
I'm actually going to change the rules right here since I can do that. Whoever, not the biggest super chat today, whoever sends in the most. I think that's the most fair.
I like that.
Whoever sends in the most in super chats today, we're going to ship you this garden flag. 2-sided garden flag. It's going to look really nice and slick in your yard, right in front of your house. Everyone's going to know you're a fan of the New York Giants. Seeps and I, we will sign it and we will mail it out to you. So if you want to enter the raffle, you got to compete with our man Craig Clifford, who is right now the leader in the clubhouse. Craig.
Top dog Craig.
Top dog Craig. I love that. We appreciate you, Craig. Thank you so much, my man. Then Sean Clowney says, Marsh, should we trade up for Mingo or a center?
Good question.
So Joe Shane, when he was leaving his press conference last night, Jordan Renan asked him as he was walking away, he said, since you traded up in round 1, does that mean you won't trade up in round 2? And he said, no, that doesn't mean that. So, look, that tells you right there that if the Giants identify a prospect that they love and they feel he will not fall to them, they could pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you want to move up exactly because you already traded 2 picks. You only got 7 more picks. I know that's still a lot, 7 more picks, but you gotta spend wisely. You don't want to spend all your money in one place.
Is officially on the clock, Marsh. 6:35 remaining.
as the Pittsburgh Steelers are officially on the clock. Sean, I wouldn't mind trading up. I wouldn't. Look, if you got to trade up to go solidify Mingo or John Michael Schmitz, do it. Do it, because those guys are impact players. I wouldn't trade the third-round pick, though. I wouldn't trade my third-round pick. As Gilly with a $2 super chat. What up, Gilly? New York Giants Super Bowl run, F Washington, F Dallas, and F Philly.
F Philly.
F Philly. I hate the Cowboys, and I hate the Eagles. I do want to ask you guys this question. Which team do you hate more, the Eagles or the Cowboys? Let me know in the chat. As Primo Miller with a $20 super chat. Primo, salute my man. Thank you for supporting the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Goes a long way, my man. It goes to us getting more studio space, getting more producers, getting more opportunities to go live on this channel. We wouldn't be live on this channel if you guys didn't support that the way you did, because the bosses, they got to make decisions. And they're like, well, the Giants fans have been freaking showing out. So we're going to go live on the channel. So it's because of you guys we're able to do this today. So thank you. We really appreciate it. As A Fizzle 30, the God, sends in a $2 super chat. He said, we should have got Lamar Jackson. He was never going anywhere.
No, I think that was just all.
Look,
Hey, I will say, I want people to keep the same energy with Lamar when they were saying, oh, Lamar's stupid for not having an agent. He should get an agent. He should do all this. I get it. It looked like it at the time. He just became the highest paid player in NFL history without an agent, with nearly $200 million guaranteed. I just think people are kind of playing both sides there, and it's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, look, keep that same energy. He got the bag, and he doesn't got to give up that 15% cut.
And it's going to his mom now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm like, people are ratting on, or dogging on him. I'm like, he got his money.
Wave Nino says Lamar got the last laugh. Yes, he did. But he was never going to be a Giant. He was never going to play anybody anywhere but besides with the Baltimore Ravens. I truly believe that. As we did get a first ever super chat from my man Christopher. His first ever super chat. If you have never super chatted to the channel, we're going to show you some major love today. Shots for everybody that sends in their first ever super chat today.
I'm bringing out the tequila for every first-time super chatter. I got you guys.
Let's ride. I want everyone right now to type Christopher in the chat. Show him some love. He's showing the channel some love. Let's freaking go. Chris, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you for supporting the program. We greatly appreciate it. I need the chat to type those Christophers for me. We'll give you some shout-outs.
Shout out to Christopher. Welcome to the party.
Shout out to Gilly getting the Christopher in there. Gilly, you're an MVP. Seeps, do the Steelers, do they take Joey Porter Jr. here?
If they don't, that should be just malpractice.
Why is he falling?
I don't know. Do you have anything? Like, have you heard any rumblings on why, maybe?
Jordan Renan said there was mixed feelings about him in the Giants front office. I don't know what he didn't expand about it. He just said there was mixed feelings in the front office.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I thought he was like no doubt first round pick, no doubt.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot.
Corner. Like, I thought he was no doubt third corner, him or Banks. Like,
so did you lose on the bet?
Dude, only I think 4 corners went yesterday.
Yeah, Banks, Forbes, and the top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
was
ridiculous.
Brutal. That was brutal. Shout out to everybody typing those Christophers in the chat. Got to show our man some love. We are in a super chat battle.
We're doing good.
And we're doing well.
I love our energy right now.
We are
guys.
absolutely freaking killing it. So our Eagles channel is live to the right of us. Our Bears Now channel is live right behind us. And they challenged us to a super chat battle today. And I want to walk out victorious. Seeps, we don't lose.
We rarely lose.
When it comes to pick-up hoops, talking ball,
listen,
we're not wrong often.
Hey, to the wall right here, to my left shoulder right here. You guys
Literally,
hear that?
We're banging on their studio. F Chicago. F Chicago.
And you know who that is, Giants fans? That's your boy Rolly.
Rolly's producing for the Bears show right now.
That's Rolly.
Rolly's producing the Bears show, as it is official with the 32nd pick in the second round. First pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers Seeps are selecting Joey Porter Jr. Life is a funny, funny, funny little girl.
That is awesome.
That is full circle.
That's awesome for him.
Joey Porter Jr., you are a Pittsburgh Steeler. As Rolly Stinks is in the chat. Type in F Rolly. I love that. Is that destiny?
That has to be destiny.
I don't really believe in destiny, but this sounds like destiny, dude.
This is destiny. Joey Porter Jr. going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I wonder if he's going to wear his dad's number.
That was what Brett Coleman said. He said he thinks he's going to wear his number.
That would be
I don't know if you heard that anywhere or what, but that's what it sounds like. I want you guys to grade the pick for me down in the chat. What would you give the pick a grade for Joey Porter Jr.?
I think it's got to be an A, right?
It's got to be an A, right?
It has to be. I mean, you're getting a top 5 corner at least in this class. That's awesome for the Steelers.
At pick 32.
You traded Chase Claypool.
You traded Chase Claypool for Joey Porter
That
Jr.
is one of the worst trades in NFL history.
It is.
Like, it has to be.
It is. I'm going to be honest with you. I had Joey Porter. So my cornerback rankings were Witherspoon, Gonzalez, Porter Jr., then Banks. I had Banks as my 4th corner, but Seeps,
I like JPJ.
I like Joey Porter Jr. as well, but I'm a little concerned that no one even bought on him at all in round 1.
Yeah, especially like that run of like teams from like I felt like every team from 20 to 31 could have taken a corner.
Yep.
And
Cowboys could have took him. They need one.
We needed one bad. Our corner is our biggest need, and we went Jordan Addison.
And you lost
Patrick Peterson to the Steelers. Steelers are crushing this draft. I mean, Broderick Jones, who I'm not the biggest fan of, and Joey Porter Jr., I mean, he's been getting comped to Xavier Rhodes, which is he was a dog. So,
wow. Joey Porter Jr., you are a Pittsburgh Steeler. We did get a couple more super chats. We will run through that. Every super chat, we're going to pop that up on stream. We'll talk about if you got a question about a player, who you want the Giants to take, you want us to talk about a player, the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and super chat. That's Graham Els.
It's good stuff, Graham.
He said the studio has to be called the G spot.
Yes.
I know my way around the G spot. We can call this the G spot.
I have no idea around the G spot.
That's embarrassing. Shout out to Graham. Appreciate the $20 super chat. We'll spin the wheel for you coming up in a second. Graham, salute, bro. Thank you so much. Primo Miller. I love this name.
Primo Miller.
Primo Miller. That's an elite YouTube name.
I might name my son Primo.
Primo? That's elite.
And then my daughter, Prima.
I like that. What if you had twins? Primo and Prima?
Primo squared.
Primo. Holy shit. Only high impact players play in our blue yard.
Facts.
I think Deonte Banks is a high impact player. I think he is. Mr. Rick says, Marshy Howard, producers assigned at the discretion of our COO.
Yeah.
Brett Scott makes all the final decisions. If you have a problem, I can go yell at him for you, Mr. Rick. I can go yell at him for you. Primo, thank you, Brody. Deonte Banks, he is a blue chip player, and he's part of Big Blue now. I'm very happy. I think Joey Porter Jr. is a high-impact player as well, but clearly the Giants liked Deonte Banks far more than Joey Porter Jr. seems because they could have stayed at 25 and took him, but clearly they thought they had to trade up to go get their guy.
Which I love. What did they give up? I think it was
They gave up a late 5th and a late 7th.
Probably guys that aren't going to make your roster.
Yeah, especially the Giants who have a lot of players on their roster. Remember, they had 10 draft picks last year, and all those guys are going to fight to make this roster. And he had a couple of UDFAs like Ryder Anderson and Tom and Fox who are going to make this roster. So I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about that 5th and 7th pick. As Gilly says, Mingo in the 2nd and Stromberg in the 3rd. Did you watch my Giants mock draft this morning, Gilly? Did you watch my Giants mock draft? Because that's what I had. I had Mingo at 57, and I had Ricky Stromberg in round 3. I would.
Ooh, as we do have a trade.
Do we?
Yes, the Titans trading up. Could this be for Will Levis?
So the Cardinals are trading down, and the Titans are moving up. Seeps Will Levis is a Titan.
He has to be a Titan. TBD on what the Cardinals are getting here, but
Will Levis is a Titan.
he's got to be right.
I kind of feel bad for Malik Willis.
I feel like that was just unfair because you knew he was a developmental quarterback.
Yeah.
You throw him in year one with just a not good roster around him, and now you're pulling the trigger on him.
Gilly, well, we got great minds, Gilly. Great minds think alike. That's literally who I had
And also,
in my giant mock draft.
Will Levis is the biggest fraud of all time. He decided not to go the day 2 of the NFL draft, so he's not on TV, which I just think is the biggest fraud move
As
of all
it
time.
is official, Seeps, Will Levis is a Tennessee Titan.
He sucks, dude.
Our Titans host, Abby Alonso, is in shambles.
He sucks.
So now Malik Willis just is screwed. He's never going to get a chance.
He's never going to get a chance.
He's never going to get a chance. Someone else maybe, trades for him, but
Grade
I
the
don't
pick.
know.
Grade the pick. I'm going to give it a big old fat F.
You give it an F, come on.
He's not going to work. I think quarterback, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Marsh, if we're just talking off the field. I think quarterback needs to be one of the more likable guys and one of the more respected guys in your locker room no matter what. He is a joke. Nobody's going to respect him in the NFL. He's kind of a douchebag. I'm just saying. I just don't think it's going to work. I'm giving it an F. What are you guys giving it?
I see some Fs. I see some Ds. I see a C. Jaden says Levis and his 2 girlfriends at Tennessee. His girlfriend is so bad.
Dude,
She's a smoke.
she is very trash.
She's a smoke.
Well, and the first girl was his sister, it turns out.
Well, then her sisters are bad, too. Kind of a blockbuster move right here.
This is a blockbuster move. So Cardinals go to 41.
So the Cardinals were at 33. They trade down to 41, and they also pick up 72 in a future third. And in return, they get number 81 this year.
This is a great move by the Cardinals have been hoarding picks.
And they're trading down. They know they got to get some cost-controlled assets around an expensive Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Man, pretty crazy if you ask me. Pretty crazy if you ask me. Look,
Odell's making the pick.
as Will Levis is a Tennessee Titan.
He looks like a Titan.
He looks like
yeah,
a Tennessee.
I know.
He's the mixture of Ryan Tannehill and Jake Locker.
Yeah. He still sucks.
Look, he's got a strong arm. He can run it. He's got a quick release. He's just a weirdo that puts mayonnaise in his coffee and he eats bananas with the peels on them.
Yeah.
What's worse?
Mayo in your coffee?
Mayo in the coffee? You're a coffee guy. I am not.
I just don't get it.
I
it
also
would make
hate
it-
mayonnaise.
I don't eat mayonnaise. Wouldn't it make it kind of thick?
I don't know. Philip says, what a wasted pick Willis was for them. I remember what is fear they were talking about the Giants picking him in the top of the first. James says he does have a Rosen vibe. Is he a Josh Rosen?
Who, Levis?
Yeah.
Like he's a cocky kind of. He's got like too big of a. The thing about Willis and Marsh, you obviously play some quarterback. Like, I feel like guys like him, he knows he has like a great arm.
Yeah.
I feel like he tries to show it off too much.
I believe that. Sometimes you can buy into your arm strength. You try to make the flashy play.
You're just gonna get yourself into trouble. Like,
Yeah, you're late on throws. You try to make up with it with arm strength. I mean, look, he's got what you want, right? He's kind of like Anthony Richardson, but not to that extreme, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's got the speed. What do you run, like a 4.5? He's a very
Richardson?
Levis
Levis ran a 4.5. Yeah.
Levis was extremely fast. He's extremely strong. He can throw it. He's got a quick release. We're watching some highlights right now. He steps into his back foot and drops a 60-yard dime on a post to Wan'Dale Robinson, a former Kentucky Wildcat who's now a member of the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, him in that play action, though, big arm. I mean, maybe the Titans are going to try to win next year. As we do have the next pick, Sam Laporta. So not Michael Mayer.
I'm going to be honest.
He's getting criminally underrated.
What the hell are the Lions doing?
Dude,
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Gibbs was a reach. Jack Campbell was a reach.
Listen.
Laporta is a reach. Michael Mayer is on the board.
I will say, my one argument to that would be, you really don't know on a bunch of these guys.
You don't.
Right?
That is fair. That is fair.
And if you, like the Lions have a ton of picks. And if you really like your guys.
Agree. Go get your guy.
Just go get your guy.
That's a very fair assessment.
And I will say, running backs, everybody's like, oh, which I am in that boat. Don't draft a running back in the first round. But the last couple that have been drafted have worked. C-Mac and Saquon, like they ended up working out. So Gibbs and Bijan could end up working.
Oh my gosh. Well, look, Dan Campbell, 2 Iowa Hawkeyes in the same draft.
He just screams Hawkeye. Like he screams
Jack
Iowa
Campbell,
football.
if he could draft every player from Iowa, he would.
Yeah.
Jack freaking Campbell.
Sam Laporta is good though. I mean, he had a moron throwing him the ball last year at Iowa.
King Kush says Jack Campbell wasn't a reach. I say at 18 he was a reach.
Yeah, I mean, you could have waited till later.
I think you could have got Jack Campbell at this pick.
Definitely. I had Campbell as my number 1 linebacker.
Really? Okay.
You watch him play like.
I have Drew Sanders as my number 1. And I know he's not a true Mike backer,
play
but the
different.
versatility.
Yeah.
Campbell is a true Mike inside linebacker where I think
The thing about like a guy like Sanders is like.
he kind of gives me some like Micah Parsons light vibes.
Yeah.
Like he could play on the edge. He could be that inside linebacker. Some people compare him to your boy Anthony Barr.
Yeah, well, that's just a great comp.
Yeah.
The only thing is with Barr that always drove me nuts is he could do like everything good.
Oh, wow.
But nothing great.
We do have, and I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
Look,
you got
see,
it.
if you see breaking news or I see breaking news, just shout it.
Oh,
the
wow.
Raiders have traded up. This is Malik Hooker.
Or Hendon Hooker.
Oh, yeah, Malik Hooker. Who is that?
Malik, corner for the Colts.
Yeah, you're right. That was safety.
Yeah.
Hendon
Wow.
Hooker is about to be a Raider.
Wow.
The Raiders have traded up to pick number 35 with the
Wow.
Indianapolis Colts.
Is this
Hendon Hooker?
Is this Hooker?
This is Hendon Hooker.
No.
Hendon Hooker, listen, this is perfect. This makes a lot of sense. Hendon Hooker needs a year. Who's going to give them a year?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy Garoppolo. He learns under Garoppolo. He finds his way in that system. So the Raiders, oh no, they didn't do it.
What?
The Raiders, with pick 35, are selecting Michael Mayer. That's their Darren Waller replacement.
Wow. So they were probably waiting to see who the Lions were going to get. Wow.
So to move up from 38 to 35, the Raiders had to give up pick 141. 141. Wow.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
Grade the pick.
Do the on the clock is tweaking.
Oh, yeah.
Do they think this is their Gronk? The Patriot boys. Ziegler and McDaniels.
Dude, I'm a huge Mayer fan. I think people don't realize he was Notre Dame the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I watched a good amount of Notre Dame football. A lot of it was just close your eyes, find Michael Mayer. He is fantastic. He's a great blocker, not a freak athlete, but wow, what a move.
I for sure thought this was from Hendon Hooker. You rarely trade up for a tight end, especially 3 spots.
A tight end.
But I kind of like, and we've talked about with the Giants, they did it in the back half of the first. We just saw the Tennessee Titans do it. Identify your guy and go get him. I know it's always good to have as many darts that you can throw at the board, but if you identify someone as a player that can fit in your system and you're willing to kind of coddle them, that may not be the right word, but groom them, embrace them, go get your guy. And they needed a tight end. They lost Darren Waller. Now you got Michael Mayer. Michael
Mayer. Totally different types of tight ends you're going to.
Yeah.
Like the more like wide receiver type of tight end to like the more traditional old school Michael Mayer. Like I love Michael Mayer. He's a dog in the run game. Honestly, I think this is.
How would you describe Mayer's play style? Some people say baby Gronk. I don't think that's fair. That's not fair.
He gives me more like Greg Olson, like Jason Witten type of vibe.
Okay.
Like he's an inline tight end.
Is he a Kyle Rudolph?
That's a good one. probably got more wiggle than Rudolph.
Okay.
In the open field.
Wasn't Rudolph a Notre Dame boy too?
Yeah, he was a Notre Dame guy.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't hate Rudolph's bigger than him. Rudolph was like 6'6".
Yeah, he had that fade jump ball freaking
Oh
down.
my God, yeah. I mean, the Saints playoff game, push off. Suck
What
it,
a
Trace.
play. Suck it, Trizzy. He was so bad for the Giants, though.
I don't know. That was
Which
just
sucked.
that was a weird move, Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah.
Weird phase in his career.
Wild. So now we got the Rams on the clock
Is
at
this
pick
Hendon
36.
Hooker?
This could be Hendon Hooker.
This could be it.
Does Sean McVay
Get
think
his guy.
this could be Hendon Hooker?
What is Hendon Hooker going?
Because, think about what the Rams need. They're not a second-round pick away from competing. They lost a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Maybe they look to get someone on the O-line because they never replaced the need that they had all last year after their Hall of Fame left tackle retired and became a studio host for NFL Network. I guess it was Amazon.
Right there. They're comparing him to Jason Witten right now on ESPN.
They're comparing Michael Mayer to Jason Witten, a little stick and nod right there, got vertical. He's a big dude,
He's
man.
just got good hand. I just have
Natural
faith in
catcher of the ball.
you trust him. I feel like. Right there, Witten running the stick and nod looks very similar.
Mamadou Kanté, and I know I'm saying that wrong, so I apologize, but he said Shockey type of vibe. Jeremy Shockey?
Jeremy Shockey?
I think Shockey had a little bit more nastiness to him than Michael Mayer.
Like a little more dog.
Yeah, a little bit more, after I catch a first down, I'm going to get in your face and point the other way and yell first down.
Dude, Jeremy Shockey,
he was a badass.
That was like me, growing up, falling in love with football. He was like one of the first dudes. I was like, I fucking love this guy, mainly because of his name.
And a thing that is true about Mayer, he's a good blocker, like you said.
Great blocker.
That's
a good pick for the Raiders, man.
Yeah, look, you gave up, a 6th-round pick to move
Tyree
up?
Wilson and Michael Mayer for the Las Vegas Raiders.
So they traded pick 141, a 5th-rounder, to move up 3 spots in the second round. 3 spots in the second round. I do want to go back to our Super Chat battle that we are in right now because both teams, they're making a little bit of progress on us.
They are making a little bit
They're making a little bit of progress on us. So we'll show that here in a second. If you haven't yet, though, hit that thumbs up icon. We're up to 188 people watching right now and only 83 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's go. And if you have liked the video, type me in the comments section as we just lost 5 likes. Let's get up to 100 likes. We're 17 likes away. I know there's 17 people watching right now that have not liked the stream. Go ahead and do so for us. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it, Seeps, as we're in a heated battle right now.
Eagles caught up. The Eagles, I thought we put them in the dirt there for a second.
Yeah.
But they're back. Listen, they already won day 1 of the draft. F the Eagles. They can't have everything.
Mr. Rick the U, shout out to Jeremy Shockey. As the Rams here, Seeps, are selecting offensive lineman Steve Avila at number 36. Protection for Matthew Stafford. His name got significant buzz late in this draft.
I'm a fan of him. That's a good pick.
You needed someone. The Rams' offensive line last year was pitiful.
Awful.
Pitiful. And look, oh, wow, as the Chicago Bears channel's up to $344 in Super Chats. We're falling behind, but the race is not over. The race is not over. Remember, whoever is the Super Chat MVP today, we're going to send you this Giants garden flag. You can hang this in your yard and let everybody know that is a home operated with New York Giants blue. Look, it's never fun or sexy or flashy to draft an offensive lineman.
No.
But you always look back in 5 years and you're like, I'm glad we made that pick.
And honestly, if I'm the Rams, you still got Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Get him some protection up front. Those two are so electric together and so just tough to guard. Give him a freaking chance, man.
So we're 20 picks away now. 20 picks away from the Giants being on the clock. As Primo Miller is back again with a $2 Super Chat. He says, Levis reminds me of Jay Cutler. I don't mind that.
I don't mind that either.
Kind of a douche.
A douche, yeah. Different types of douches. Levis is more of I'm going to show off type of guy. Jay was more of I'm cooling.
I'm to myself. I don't want to
cool
be
for
friends
this.
with any. Exactly.
I like that comp, though, Primo.
I
like
don't
a
mind
lot.
it. I think and Cutler was a better runner than a lot of people remember early on.
Yes. And Cutler, one of the best arms that this league has ever seen.
Yeah, dude, his arm talent was ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
It was great. Primo, salute my man. Thank you, Brody. As Cameron Johnson comes in with a $5 super chat, he says Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Hyatt, or Josh Downs in round 2. If all 3 of those guys are on the board at 57 seats, who would you select?
Mingo, Hyatt, or Downs? Ooh, probably be down to Hyatt or Downs for me. For the Giants, I would go Hyatt. If I'm going BPA, I'd probably go Downs. But
What is it that you like about Downs so much?
he's just like, what's the word I love? Like he's fluid with his routes. Like he just looks so smooth. Probably can't play outside at all in the NFL. But I think like just on third downs, like he just screams like Wes Welker to me.
Okay.
Like you're like, there he is again on a 3rd and 4. He runs like a little, just a little slant, gets open, beats his man. I love Downs. But the Hyatt speed over the top, he had 20 yards a catch last year in college. So
Yeah, we talked about what he had that one video we did, 6 catches of over 50 yards last year.
yeah, gave Bama.
He
made Bama
cooked
his son.
Bama. I think Downs probably is the best true receiver out of these guys, but like it's just kind of a repetitive pick for the Giants. You have Wan'Dale Robinson, you have Sterling Shepard, you brought in Paris Campbell in NFL free agency. He's a 6-foot wide receiver. You signed a veteran in Jamison Crowder. I mean, when Darius Slayton is considered your second big receiver, that's kind of a problem. And I wouldn't even say like Isaiah Hodgins is like a true outside receiver because he kind of operated out of the slot a lot last year. He's a big slot.
Yeah.
We love Hodgins.
Yeah, we love Hodgins.
We love Hodgins, but like,
This is a pro Hodgins channel.
yeah, we were in this G-Spot studio when we actually did the video of Isaiah Hodgins being drafted, us two at the helm. So
We were in the G spot when Hodgins was traded
we
or signed.
we were in the G-Spot. That's freaking funny. As pick number 37 is in for the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are drafting Auburn pass rusher Derek Hall with pick number 7. He had some mention that he could sneak into the back end of round 1 seeps. A lot of fans in the league. I think the Seahawks so far are killing it. Devin Witherspoon, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Now Derek Hall.
This has been an unreal draft. I think they got the best corner, best receiver, and a top 5 edge in this draft.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
insane. I thought they maybe would go Hendon Hooker too. I guess maybe they think they could get him at 52.
as Richard Jefferson just said, Josh Hart is going to get all of that shit. MFer been guarding Donovan Mitchell. Knicks have people. Does that mean he thinks he's going to be able to slow down Jimmy Butler or not?
The first half of that quote, I was thinking no, but then maybe. Wait, say that again?
Josh Hart, gon' get all of that shit. MFer been guarding Donovan Mitchell. Knicks have people. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea.
This is not even English. But we're not worried about that right now. We're talking Giants.
Yeah, grade the pick, Derek Hall.
I think it's a good pick. Channing Frye says Knicks Heat in 7. Richard Jefferson says Knicks in 7. So that's going to be an interesting series, no doubt about it. I'm excited.
Falcons are on the clock.
Did the Falcons trade up?
Falcons just traded up.
The
to
Falcons
38.
are trading up to pick 38 here, Seeps.
Who could they be targeting? Is it Hendon Hooker?
They need a receiver.
Yeah, Drake London. I guess you just need another one.
Yeah, you got one. I mean, Alameda Zacchaeus was your second leading receiver last year, and he left.
Yeah.
If you had to guess, who do you think they're going here?
I had to guess. Let me think. I'm going to go Brian Branch.
Brian Branch, he's probably the best player still available.
I'm going to go Branch. Even though they've done so much their second.
They have added a lot to the secondary.
Details are in on the trade.
So they moved up. Here it is. The Colts received 44 and 110 to move. So to move back 6 slots.
So the Colts have traded back twice already.
That's kind of a steal. You move back 6 spots and you pick up a 4th rounder.
Yeah, so they took that. So originally, we can watch this right now. That second, 38th overall, So they got an additional 5th for that. And then they took that and then got an additional 4th.
So to move down from 35 to 44, they picked up a 5th and a 4th rounder.
That's some good stuff.
That's some Joe Shane shit. That's what Joe Shane did last year. He traded down twice in round 2. Colts need ammunition. They're a top-heavy roster, I would say. I wouldn't say that they're
very top. That's a good, yeah.
Not really a deep team, but now the Falcons are on the clock. They went Bijan Robinson in round 1. As it looks like their team needs, according to Mel Kiper, are D-end, cornerback, receiver, DT, and quarterback. No way you take Malik Hooker, I keep saying that, Hendon Hooker, after you took Ritter last year, right?
You can't, dude.
As the pick is in, guess the position? Did you already see it?
No, I did not. I'll go Keon White.
With the 38th pick, the Atlanta Falcons are selecting offensive lineman Matthew Bergeron.
Wow.
The Falcons traded with the Colts for the pick, gave up 44 and 110 for pick 38. Bergeron, an offensive lineman, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I'm not.
Good teams win in the trenches, and this is a pick that's definitely going to do that for them. You get a tackle on the outside out of Syracuse. Probably still needs some time, I think, to become a pro. But, man.
Yeah, I didn't look into Bergeron or any of these tackles too much in this draft. But, yeah, wow, Falcons get their guy, apparently.
You get a tackle. You get someone to protect Desmond Ritter. So, in this draft, you took a running back and you took a tackle.
Desmond Ritter is getting he's got Kyle Pitts, Bijan, Drake London. They got everything.
I don't know if I believe in Desmond Ritter.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know. They are excited to be going to ATL. Getting drafted by the Falcons, I will say, one of the more fun teams to get drafted to.
Yeah.
Like, Atlanta's a big city. Like, people don't think Atlanta's like a big market.
It is.
Atlanta's a huge market. It's probably one of the bigger markets in the South.
Gilly asking, how is Osiris Torrance still on the board?
It's a really good point, Gilly.
It's a good point. I know Gilly is a big Osiris Torrance guy.
Gilly, I'm with you on that.
Guards tend to slip a little bit in the draft. You got to be a really good guard to go in round 1.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not like a
even Quentin Nelson went like in the top 10, and he was projected to be the best offensive line really guy that came out in a long time.
You remember what Zach Martin was by any chance?
Zach Martin was a late first rounder. Man, Falcons get a big guy up front to protect their young backfield. Desmond Ritter, Bijan Robinson. Did they bring back Cordell Patterson? Brought back Cordell Patterson. You got Drake London.
Algier, Kyle Pitts.
You got some young studs on the offense in Atlanta.
The center, didn't
Oh,
they just give a massive extension to a
yep,
guy?
they gave him a huge, and the right tackle.
Lindstrom, maybe?
Yep. They gave a big extension to someone on the offensive line as well.
I think Panthers go wide receiver here. God, do the Saints take Hendon Hooker?
So the Panthers are on the clock here at pick. Oh, my God. Well, the dream's dead, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened?
The Carolina Panthers are selecting wide receiver Jonathan Mingo
No.
out of Ole Miss. Jonathan Mingo, you will not be a New York Football Giant, and I'm in shambles.
That was your
Remember
guy.
when Tom Downey had Jonathan Mingo not in his top 8 available receivers?
Keep
the receiver evaluations to me.
He had Jaden Reed, Michigan State.
Cop
that guy
shit.
sucks, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't like his receiver rankings at all. I've told you guys for a long time about Jonathan Mingo. I don't know if I would have traded up from 57 to 39 to select Mingo, though. That's too far.
Oh, is that what they did?
Yeah, the Panthers just selected Mingo.
No, they traded up for him?
No. But I'm saying, like,
the Giants.
Yes. That would have been too
Yeah.
far of a jump. That's 18 picks.
Yeah. Wow, Mingo is the pick at 18.
Well,
Or 39.
39. No Jonathan Mingo for the New York Football Giants. Seeps, he's a special player, man.
They're gonna. They picked up Thielen, DJ Chark. They got a little bit of weapons. To go
You got to
around
get
for
your young
Bryce Young.
QB some weapons.
Sneaky good offensive line in Carolina. Sneaky good offensive line.
Who would have thought that Jonathan Mingo was going to go before Jalen Hyatt? Probably should. Tom, leave the receiver scouting to me, my man. I think we look too much into this. 6'2", 224,
Exactly.
can't be tackled, plays in the slot, plays on the outside, one of the best contested catch guys in the draft.
And if you want to use the argument, don't draft a quarterback from Ohio State, well, I'm going to want to draft a wide receiver from Ole Miss because they're all freaking dogs.
And they're all athletic freaks.
Big
A.J.
dudes.
Brown, DK Metcalf. Didn't Elijah Moore go to Ole Miss as well?
Yes.
Elijah Moore as well. Oh, I'm kind of in shambles about this one.
Yeah, sorry about that, Giants fans.
Oh, I really, really liked Jonathan Mingo. Grade the pick. I give it an F because I'm effing mad. I'm effing mad.
I do think, though, I'm starting to become a believer in Bryce Young with what Carolina's doing. I think this could work out.
Get your young QB some weapons. He was surrounded by a lot of talent at Alabama. You want to try to replicate that, and it's not going to be able to be done in 1 year, but you got a vet, you got a deep threat in Chark, and you got a guy in Mingo that can play all over the field.
I was going to say, you kind of got like a 50-50 guy in Mingo. You got like the third down guy in Thielen. Then you got the burner over the top in Chark. Like, I like the different types of wide receivers they got in Carolina right now.
Yeah, F Carolina for taking our guy. That's
So who's your top receiver now? Is it Hyatt? Or is it third
Yeah,
down?
you want to go to that list.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's updated since this is the first receiver of the day selected, right?
Yep.
First receiver of the day. Good thing Tom Downey had him as 13th ranked wide receiver. These are the should be able to go back one more, I think. Yeah, that one. Sweet. So when you look at the top wide receivers left, Seeps, I know you are a huge Josh Downs guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Downs guy.
I'm just
You're a
worried
Hyatt
about that archetype and prototype is already full for the New York Giants.
guy. Yeah, I don't know if he's a good fit for the Giants.
He's a good football player, though.
What are your thoughts on Tyler Scott?
I like him. I don't love him.
Like him, don't love him? I think
I'd rather have Josh Downs over Tyler Scott, and they're dang near the same player.
I don't know. You're not big on Cedric Tillman to the Giants?
I like Tillman. I'd rather have Hyatt than Tillman, though.
You would.
I would
Okay,
rather
all
have
right.
Hyatt than Tillman. I just like that speed that puts pressure on teams.
Dude, I like Tillman. I like Tillman, Marsh.
I do too. I don't know. Go to the next four guys for me if you can, because I do want to see who Tom does have. I wouldn't mind Downs. I know people are going to be pissed because he's small, but he battles, man.
Downs?
He freaking battles.
Yeah.
He freaking battles. He contested catch. I like these guys on screen. Supposedly the Giants love Marvin Mims.
Really? What is his game? I haven't really.
Very deep threat. 50 catches last year, over 1,000 yards, 20 yards per catch. He's a burner, ran like a 4.3 40 at the NFL Combine. A.T. Perry is more of your true outside receiver, 6'3", really smart player, knows to when to sit in holes, knows how to run routes, can create separation using his size as well as route running ability. Nathaniel Tank Dell, I like him, but also small. Like, look at Mingo, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't believe people didn't see it with him. Whatever.
See, I like A.T. Perry, Marsh. I mean,
You like
again,
Perry?
Just highlights what I'm watching with him, but I mean, he's a fun player, dude. Physical, like you can feel, like that's why I had a problem. I don't know if you did with Quentin Johnston. Like
I did not like Quentin Johnston.
A.T. Perry plays 6'5".
Yeah.
Like and same with Mingo. Mingo plays his size.
6'2",
Like,
220.
dude, that's big.
That's huge. And he runs
Like,
a 4.4.
Think about it. I'm 6'2", about 195 right now. He's got damn near 25 pounds on me. Probably about 35 pounds more muscle, too. That sucks.
So the receivers I would be looking at right now, I know we're still a ways away. I'm looking at Mims. I'm looking at Rashee Rice. I'm looking at Tillman. I'm looking at Hyatt.
Yeah.
I think 57's too soon for A.T. Perry. I got a third-round grade on Perry.
See, now with the way this is falling right now,
The
you
centers.
go center.
Center, and then maybe you get your pass catcher in round 3.
Because then you could go a guy like A.T. Perry.
Yeah. Maybe Rashee Rice is there. I'm huge
You're
on.
at 57.
I don't know how much work you've done on Rashee Rice, Seeps. He's special.
Rashee Rice?
Dude.
I have not done too much work on him.
He is freaking a baller. Rashee Rice, I'll just pull up some stats right here.
Foskey is the pick.
Foskey goes
Edge.
number 40 overall, the edge rusher out of Notre Dame. Isaiah Foskey going to the New Orleans Saints.
They needed an edge
Yeah.
across from Cam Jordan. I think it's like Carl Granderson's his name, the other edge. So good pick. Didn't really look into Foskey too much.
Yeah.
Notre Dame edge though, I like it. For some reason, I just love drafting Notre Dame guys.
They're good football players. It's a good program. Rashee Rice, to me, he's CeeDee Lamb light.
He's CeeDee Lamb.
Light.
What makes you say that?
6'1", 200 pounds.
Okay.
4'5", 40. He can play outside, 41-inch vertical.
Wow.
But the stats are incredible. Some upside. Good blend of size, length, and speed. Second gear allows for decent vertical separation. Works hard to keep quarterbacks. He's shifty, I would say, when the ball is in his hands. Not like a elite yak guy, but I'm trying to pull the stats up real quick, and here they are. Seeps, 96 grabs, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns last year. He was a team captain. A lot of usage, no doubt about it, but 96 catches in a college football season is kind of wild.
That's a lot, dude.
That's a lot. I'm a huge fan of Rashee Rice. I really am.
So what was your were you a big Addison guy?
Addison was my number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah.
So I had JSN, Addison, Flowers as my top 3, and then I thought there was a big fall off after that.
a lot of Vikings fans are like kind of suggesting like, oh, he's not the athlete that you want at wide receiver.
He's a little slight. He didn't test all that well.
I mean, he has a 34-inch vert, 4.5 40, but I did hear he had back problems when he was running that 40, whatever. I think like guys like Addison who aren't like freaky athletes but just get it done. I love those types of guys.
I said it in the early part of the draft process. I think Jordan Addison is Stephon Diggs light. That might be Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
But if that's your number 2 receiver to Justin Jefferson, that's a great player.
And it'll allow the Giants not to run bracket coverage on him all wild card weekend.
Well, now we got Deonte Banks, so we can just lock him up one-on-one. He doesn't, or Dory Jackson. You don't even have to travel with him.
I was going to say, you can put a Dory still on Jefferson, put Banks on Addison.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, this is why the draft is fun.
This is fun.
Your guy gets taken. Everyone told me, no way, no how. Jonathan Mingo goes before 57. Well, who told you again? Who told you again? Number 41, the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. So Patrick Seatman is going to the restroom right now. He'll be back in about 2 minutes. Every $5 super chat that comes in until Seeps is back, we're taking shots of Fireball. Every $5 super chat until Patrick Seatman is back in the producer chair, he's got to take a shot. Let's go. Let's get this kid wasted. Let's get Seeps effed up. As my man Carl is in the chat. What up, Carl? What up, Brody? As Godzilla says, hi, Marsh. Who do you want the Giants to draft when it's our round? When the Giants are on the clock, I'm looking at John Michael Schmitz. I'm looking – honestly, that's my pick right now. John Michael Schmitz is my pick if he's on the board. I think you can wait until round 3 to get one of the receivers you like. If Jalen Hyatt's there, maybe you make that move. Sinister times. As I said yesterday, we need to move up for a wide receiver. Maybe. As Eric Cruz comes in with a $5 super chat. He gets us started. That's one shot for Seeps. Let's go. Omega says Tillman will be off the board before 57. You think so? We'll see soon. Aunt Ben Rod says Giants are getting Rashee Rice. I wouldn't be mad if Rice was the pick at 57, but I like Rice more in the 3rd round, to be honest with you. Gus says, Marsh, what do you think is going to happen with Barkley? I think they eventually sign him to the franchise tag, and then maybe they work out a long-term deal. As Cameron Johnson comes in with a $5 super chat, then Corinne comes in with the $5 super chat. That's 3 shots for Seeps as he is back in the building.
You guys are trying to get me sauced today. It is Friday. It is day 2 of the draft. I don't blame you.
Let's party.
I don't blame you.
Let's freaking party.
As Marsh, the brother.
Wow. BJ Ojulari is heading out west.
I like him.
I like BJ Ojulari. I don't think he's as good as Aziz Ojulari.
Similar game to his brother, I believe so, right?
Very similar. I kind of like what Arizona's doing. They're trading down. They're accumulating picks. They're still getting good football players.
I think it's similar to what the Bears did the year before.
Okay.
And now I think they're going to start trading. You know how the Bears got rid of Khalil Mack and all the Khalil Mack? I think this is going to be them getting rid of
Buda Baker, maybe DeAndre Hopkins.
Even a guy like Isaiah Simmons, a guy like him could be gone too.
If the Giants could get Isaiah Simmons for a 4th or a 5th.
You know Wink Martindale, his versatility, dude.
He could turn him into Micah Parsons.
Oh, my God. Wink would have a field day with him.
Oh, my God.
Also, that is the second time Marshall has thrown out a Micah Parsons comp. He's got to chill with it. He's got to
light.
chill.
I said light the first time. You could say light.
You could say it? All right.
Nah, honestly, it's unfair. Micah Parsons is the best edge rusher in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As Yuli is wanting Rashee Rice. Might be a little soon for Rashee Rice, but I do like him.
All right,
As
so 3?
Aaron Cruz comes in with a $5 super chat. He says, Marsh, 1 down, 1 to go. Eric, I'm taking a shot with you, Brody. I gave him 2 selections. I said John Michael Schmitz or Jonathan Mingo. Maybe both players won't even be there at 57.
Yeah, you never know. I am curious when these centers are going to start to go because there's 2 big dogs.
That's true.
Cheers, Eric. We appreciate it. You're a GOAT. And then Cameron. Ooh, no. The Packers got Musgrave.
Oh, my gosh. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Hello, friend. Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
As Cameron Johnson says, trade our 2nd or 3rd and next year's 3rd for Stephon Diggs. The Bills hang up on you. The Bills hang up on you.
That's not
If you're trading for Stephon Diggs, number 25 would have had to have been in that offer. So no way, no how are the Bills trading Stephon Diggs for a 2nd or 3rd rounder in a future 3rd. I love it, Cameron. I would absolutely love it, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, my God. Holy moly. As Corinne comes in with a $5 super chat. Seeps, that is technically the last $5 super chat that came in for you to take a shot, my man. I'm going to take one for Corinne as well. Shout out to her. She's always supporting the channel. She's always showing love. Corinne, we love you. You're the team mom of the squad. You're always here. You're always keeping everybody in line, and you hold me accountable. That's what we love. That's what we love. As Luke Musgrave goes number 42, Seeps, to the Green Bay Packers. They needed another offensive weapon.
Yeah, they did. That's a good pick, too, for the Packers. Kind of pisses me off.
As a Vikings fan, how do you feel about that?
I'm not happy. I mean, I love when the Packers just take defensive players year after year. Looks like they're finally going to get Rodgers a weapon. Oh, wait. No
Rodgers.
No Rodgers.
No Rodgers. As Robert, we're working on that. Give us a second. As Rob Simpy comes in with a $5 super chat, he says, go Giants. Go Giants. As Robert says, it's time to start checking Venmo. There's actually, I don't know if you can do it in that layer. You got to, it's like the vertical one. Coop had this same problem.
The vertical one?
Yeah, that's the watch party one. It won't work like that. You got to get the,
like just a regular one?
yeah, the regular Venmo one. Rob, I see it. That's exactly it. As we did get $100 Venmo from the MVP of round 1, Robert Rodriguez. Bang! Robert coming in with the $100 type double R in the comment section. We got a beer shot fun race coming up, Seeps. If you actually just want to go grab those real quick, and we can do that, then we'll continue to roll. Type those double R's in the comment section. Robert Rodriguez in the building. Rob, check your IG. I sent you a picture, I think, I thought at least I did. I don't know if it actually went through. But I want to know, which jersey color did you want? Did you want the blue home jerseys? Did you want the white away jersey, or the alternate blue ones they wore this year? I think the blue one, the alternate one, is the most sweet. But at the end of the day, it is up to you. So let me know on that. As I did send you the picture, I think it looks pretty damn cool. I'll just show it right here. Double R. The camera won't focus, but my man sent in and was able to get a jersey from us. If you send in a $500 Venmo, we'll get a custom jersey with whatever name, whatever number you want, and we're going to wear it on air as soon as that jersey comes in. Robert said he's going to be here all night long. Robert, you're a legend. You're a legend. Robert, we appreciate you. We are doing, once again, we have a super chat item for today's show. It's a garden flag. You could just hang it in your garden right out front, and you could have it in front of the crib. Let everybody know that you're a home of the New York Giants. Robert says this is so fire. The blue one with the red stripes is heat. We could do the home or the away, but if you want that one, I think that one's my favorite as well. Double R, you are a legend, my man. Wait, so NBA, ESPN is not doing the draft? They're doing the NBA game? No way. That can't be right. Just a quick little
Here's what's going on.
Yeah. I got a couple of these that are already down. Robert, we appreciate you. Shout out to everybody showing him love in the comment section. Seeps and I are going to do a beer shot fun race. We can just slide over here. Oh, man. Robert, shout out to Robert. Robert. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Oh. That'll get you going. That'll get you going. Woo! Wow. Holy Toledo. As we want to check in on some picks that are rolling in right now, as the New York Jets are selecting center Joe Tippmann. I am shocked that Joe Tippmann is the first center off the board.
That's a mistake, dude. I'm telling you.
I believe
That's a mistake.
I believe John Michael Schmitz is the best center in this draft. And the fact that Joe Tippmann went before him, I think, is a criminal activity.
No, that is criminal.
But that means that it's going to push one down. Push one down.
This could be actually extremely good for the...
We're getting closer and closer. We're 13 picks away. We're pick number 44 now on the clock. The Giants are 13 picks away. Joe Tippmann, I think, could be the pick for the New York Giants. Robert, thank you so much, my man. He says, if I win the flag, let's make the Cowgirls channel display it for the first game against the Cowboys. I'm in.
Love it.
I am in. I am in.
Love it.
I am in with that. Oh, man. So Joe Tippmann goes 43. The Colts are now on the clock at pick number 44. One of the centers is now off the board. Seats. Do you think we maybe could see a run here, unfortunately?
Yeah.
It's like in round one. Remember what happened in round one? No receiver went before 20, and then 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Four receivers went in a row.
Wow. Who would have thought? Look at ESPN. Shout out to you.
That's kind of legit.
I like that.
I like that.
They know
Wow.
ball. God, all right. So you got the Colts coming up right now, and then you got the Packers, Patriots. Lions won't. Pittsburgh might take John Michael Schmitz.
As the pick is in, number 44, the Indianapolis Colts are selecting Julius Brents, cornerback
Wow.
out of Kansas State. I'm a fan of his.
Wow.
Maybe a little early, but I'm a fan of Julius Brent. 6'3",
too.
6'4", runs a 4.4 40. Still raw.
Him going over a guy like DJ Turner and
Yeah.
like that shocks me.
Julius Brents is a huge corner. He's 6'3.5", 6'4", can get up and play press man coverage. He's got the ability to backpedal smoothly and break on the ball. He was a guy, Seeps, if the Giants went receiver in round 1, I was looking at as a corner option in round 2.
Yeah, I mean, I like him. He's a good pick.
Kind of a late riser in this draft process.
Yeah, I think like those corners, like him and Corey Trice, like if you just see big corner, like
Coach him up.
the more like I just like, I don't know, analysis or whatever, breakdown of the draft you do, you tend to lean towards these bigger guys.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, though. I'm pumped that the Giants did take a corner in round 1. I know I wanted a receiver, but I do think, Seeps, there's a big gap between a guy like Deonte Banks and Julius Brents, and especially the corners that are going to be on the board at 57. I think there's a bigger difference in talent at corner at 25 and 57 compared to receiver at 25 and 57.
I'm with you.
Because there was no good receivers left on the board at 25, even when the Giants traded up.
So I wonder if do you think if that run did not happen with the 4 receivers?
They were going to take a receiver.
That was like.
It was going to be Addison or Flowers. If either one were on the board, that was the pick.
Yeah, I like both those guys are just dogs.
That was the pick. As we are in a super chat battle with a couple of channels that are also live here at Chat Sports. Bears now. We're coming, baby. They're right behind us. And then our Eagles channel are little bros. Our little bros here at Chat Sports.
Brothers.
They can't compete with us. We just continue to body them at all points. It's time for the Giants to start bodying the Eagles on the football field. Oh, my.
Did we just take the lead?
Just show it again.
Did we just take the lead, Marsh?
The New York Football Giants have taken the lead in the Super Chat battle. Robert Rodriguez. Bang! Another $100 Venmo. Get those double R's in the comment section flowing.
Here we go, Robert. Here we go. Here we go, Robert. Here we go. Here we go, Robert. Here we go. Let's go,
Rob. Double R in the chat, getting it going. Getting it going.
The Lions trade with the Packers.
We have a trade?
We got a trade.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Do the Lions need a center?
No, they have Frank Ragnow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're good.
Seeps, but we're now in territory. 45. You're 12 picks away.
Trade up.
If you love John Michael Schmitz,
you can't
you
trade
have
up.
to move up. Identify the player that you want. Joe Shane, if you have John Michael Schmitz as the best center left on the board, move up and go get your guy.
Is this Hendon Hooker?
The Lions?
I didn't think they would.
So the Lions, to move up from 48 to 45, they give up pick 159.
Interdivisional trade here. Funny enough, Vikings traded with the Lions and Packers last year, and the Lions traded with the Packers and Bears last year. It's a little bit of a, I don't know, NFC North just loves trading with each other.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but our Bears studio is going crazy. I want to know what their updated number. Stealing our shit, too? Stealing our shit,
Yeah,
saying the names?
You hear them?
All I do is just
A bunch of frauds.
All
over
we
there.
do is set trends here, Seeps.
Hey, we had a meeting about Super Chat ideas today. Pretty much just watched our Knicks and Giants streams.
They pretty much just watch our shit. As Brian Branch is going to the Detroit Lions, Seeps, one of my favorite players in this draft.
That's a good move.
I love
That's
Brian
a
Branch.
Good move.
I love Brian Branch.
So the Lions are so they got Sam Laporta. So they got Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs on offense, and Jack Campbell and Brian Branch on defense.
Lions are making moves. Lions are making moves.
There's a reason they're 9th in Super Bowl odds. There's a reason.
Wow. Wow. We're up to 474 in Super Chat. Seeps, you try and do that beer shot fundraise for our guy Rob real quick?
Yeah.
Every $100 Super Chat today, Seeps and I are going to do a beer shot fundraise. Every $100 Super Chat today, we're going to do a beer shot fundraise. As Seeps, pick number 46 is already in the draft, is now picking up pace. The New England Patriots are selecting defensive end Keon White. That's your boy.
Wow.
That-
Keon White and Christian Gonzalez at 17 and 46?
That's a nice get for the New England Patriots.
Who's back of the week?
The Patriots.
Bill Belichick.
Is Bill Belichick back?
Is he about to have a master class this year in the NFC East? Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Tua. Give me Mac Jones in that Patriots defense. Great pick from the Patriots.
Randy says, let's go Jonathan Mingo. Well, it's Jonathan Mingo, and he has been selected by the Carolina Panthers. Mingo is off the board. Seems we are 10 picks away from the Giants being on the clock.
10 picks, and they're flying right now. If the Giants do have their guy,
Go get
hey,
him.
trade
Go
up for
move
John
up.
Michael Schmitz.
Go trade up for John Michael Schmitz.
What do I think? You're fifth right now?
Yeah, everyone else is given a 5th round pick to move up a couple slots. Elkin says Rashee Rice. I love Rashee Rice. If they pick him, I'm going to be happy. I think he's a 3rd round player. I think he's a 3rd round player.
I say you go get John Michael Schmitz. That's why I say.
Rob says, should I Venmo a penny? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Every $100 Super Chat or Venmo, we're doing a beer shot fun race. Here comes number two. Number two. I'm already kind of struggling with it. Gentle says the mic got messed up. Let me see. I may have messed it up real quick. Thank you for letting us know. I should have noticed that. Here's a second. How do we sound? We're sounding better? Sounding better? All right, my bad. Thank you for letting us know. Sound better? Sound better? Yes or no? Do we sound better? Yes or no? I know we sound better, so we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Rob, this is for you, Brody. This is for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, my God. Could Jalen Hyatt is falling. I wouldn't mind Jalen Hyatt. I wouldn't mind Jalen Hyatt.
Who's falling right? Like, is he the number 1 faller?
Yeah, it was Brian Branch, but now it's him. Now it's him. I think we're still good. I knew that was going to be a problem. Oh. What chord was it? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. We got 350 people or 300 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video. Let's get up to 200 likes. Let's get to 200 likes right now. Hit that thumbs up icon. And if you have liked the video, go ahead and type me in the comment section. Type those me's if you have liked the video. Let's get up to 150 likes. Let's go. As Vibes says, who are we drafting, Marsh? Seeps, a bunch of ways the Giants could go. You could go get John Michael Schmitz at the center spot. You could go get Jalen Hyatt at pick number 57. Maybe you take a guy like Rashee Rice or Marvin Mims or Josh Downs. Or maybe you just go and take the best player on the board. It's going to be interesting, Seeps, because pick number 47 is in already. The Washington Commanders are selecting cornerback, DB, safety, nickel, Jartavius Martin out of Maryland.
Really?
Deonte Banks' teammate.
Wow. He's a super fast guy, too.
He's a good player. Teams in the division are getting better. No doubt about it. Giants got to answer.
So they go him and Forbes. So their secondary, definitely that.
They definitely have placed an emphasis on the secondary today.
Yep.
We got 2 super chats to hit. We're going to start with O'Foley, 724, with a $20 super chat. O'Foley, we appreciate it. Thank you. He says, let's effing go Blue.
Let's get your guy. Let's
go get John Michael Schmitz or Jalen Hyatt.
I want John Michael Schmitz in this.
Both are on the board at 57. John Michael Schmitz or Jalen Hyatt.
I would go John Michael Schmitz, and the only reason is because I think you could go get a good receiver in round 3.
Yeah. Wow. And then Hunter J with a $5 super chat. A first-time super chat for Hunter J. Shout out to him. If you super chat for the first time on today's show, we're going to give you some extra love. I want everyone to type Hunter in the comments section right now. And I'm taking a shot of Fireball for everyone that super chats for the first time today.
Tequila shots for everybody who sends in their first one. Oh boy, we have some work to do, Marshall Green.
Hunter, we appreciate it, Brody. Hunter. Shout out to him. We appreciate it. He said, shout out the 256. Marsh, who's your favorite non-Eli Giant? Great question, because Eli Manning is my favorite Giant of all time. There's a bunch of ways I could go with this. Love me some Michael Strahan. Love me some Justin Tuck. Love me some O.C. Umenyiora. Love me some Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, Hakeem Nicks, Victor Cruz, Antrell Roll, Terrell Thomas, Corey Webster. I love Odell Beckham. I'll ask everybody in the chat, who is your all-time favorite Giant not named Eli Manning? Jeremy Shockey. As we have a trade. Oh my gosh. When did that happen?
I don't know. Rolly's not freaking giving us the updates as fast as he needs to. The Bears have taken a big lead.
Wow.
The Bears have taken a big lead.
Hunter, I'm going to go Justin Tuck, I think. Justin Tuck. But it's not by much over a lot of the guys I just named. I love me some Justin Tuck. Robert says, don't worry about that. Robert, stop it.
Robert's scaring me a little bit more.
Are the eyeballs about to start going in the chat?
I don't know. The eyeballs are dangerous.
Are the eyeballs going to start going in the chat?
The eyeballs are dangerous.
There's so many players. Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw. I love Andrew Thomas. I love Sterling Shepard. I love Victor Cruz. I love Odell Beckham Jr. I love Amani Toomer. I love Antrell Roll. I love Terrell Thomas. I love Corey Webster. I like Kenny Phillips. I like O.C. I like Kiwanuka. I like JPP. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I can't say Lawrence Taylor because I didn't see him play.
So this is interesting. The Buccaneers traded up the 50. Is this Hendon Hooker?
That's a good point.
It has to be. Even though we've said that like 5 times.
I would go my favorite non-Eli Manning Giant. It's a tie. Victor Cruz, Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck. I just feel like Justin Tuck bled Giants play. Like Michael Strahan a little bit before my time. I'm 28 years old, so I didn't get to see the elite Michael Strahan early in the 2000s and the 1990s. But I got a lot of love, man. You're putting me in a tough spot. So Quan Martin goes number 47 to Illinois, Seeps. And then there was a trade for the Bucks. So the Lions trade back, the Bucks trade up, and they made their pick. You got to guess.
They jumped to 48?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because that 48th pick was traded for the Lions, I think, to trade up.
Yeah. I'll go.
This is one of your guys.
It's one of my guys.
This is one of your guys.
Josh Downs.
With the 48th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Cody Mock.
No, really?
Cody Mock.
He's a dog, dude. That's a great pick.
Cody Mock. Is he everything you want in an offensive lineman?
He's everything and more, Marsh.
Like nasty, gritty, long hair, don't care, doesn't have two front teeth, not afraid to mix it up. He's a physical player.
He played tight end, and then he put on weight to become an offensive lineman, and he was a dog at doing that.
Hunter, this is for you in your first time Super Chat, Brody.
Cody Mock, wow. The Steelers are now on the clock again.
Pick 49. You are 8 picks away, Seeps. Hyatt is there.
You got to watch out for
John Michael Schmitz.
Watch out for John Michael Schmitz.
Is
here.
John Michael Schmitz going right here?
Dude, they could have Broderick Jones, John Michael Schmitz, and Joey Porter Jr. Watch out for the Steelers getting John Michael Schmitz.
Mr. Rick, what do you know about Spider Lockhart? Mr. Rick, Mr. Chow, what do you know about good old Spider Lockhart? Whenever I ask my dad to name a random giant, he always says Spider Lockhart.
Spider?
Spider.
That's dope. I wish my name was Spider.
Mr. Rick, what do you know about Mr. Spider? I can't believe the Bears took the lead like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We are down big now, guys. We're down big.
Kind of in shambles.
I'm going to blame Rolly on this.
Joe says Spider was a lockdown corner.
We're getting dominated. And the Bears haven't even picked yet.
Giants haven't picked yet either. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Ricky says, wasn't he a DB? Yes, he was. Spider Lockhart, lockdown corner. Michael says, LT was the greatest Giants ever. That's fair. That's fair. My giant goat, though, is Eli Manning. I didn't get to see Lawrence Taylor, so I can't say that. T. Savage says, Corey Webster. Love me some Corey Webster. LSU corner. An underrated corner, T. Savage, is Terrell Thomas. I love me some Terrell Thomas.
Good name.
Love me some Terrell Thomas. As the pick is in, Seeps, with the 49th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers are selecting defensive tackle Keanu Benton. John Michael Schmitz is still on the board.
That's huge. Oh,
think
you
you
got to
move up.
watch out for Miami.
They need a center.
You got to watch out for Miami.
He's a Dolphin. John Michael Schmitz is a Dolphin.
Or Darnell Washington. They do need a tight end. And there's there's still good tight ends on the board. Jalen Hyatt's falling. He's definitely going to the fucking Packers.
Mr. Rick, I think you and my dad would be really good friends. Y'all would be really good friends. Pepper Johnson, that's an old name. Vibe says the Giants should hire Marshy as the new GM.
I agree.
Joe Shane's doing a hell of a job. Mr. Pete says Bavaro. Wave Nino says Eli, the Goat Slayer.
God, Pittsburgh's having a good draft. I don't know too much about look at Cody Mock, though. Marsh.
How can you not love him?
He's going to be an all-pro.
Oh, my gosh. We're 7 picks away.
7
50,
picks away.
51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. You're 7 picks away from being on the clock.
I'll make this the pin poll. Do you guys want to trade up?
I like that. Ricky DeCosta said, whatever happened to Ron Dane, he just aged. He aged. I'll never forget it. Oh, my gosh.
Are we cutting into the lead, Marsh?
Again. Oh, my gosh. This is it. I'm dead. As we did get $100 Venmo from Robert Rodriguez. Bang! And he had a message.
Let's go, Rob.
He had a message with it, Seeps.
Okay.
we will catch the Bears.
Rob, I believe in you, my man. I believe in my main man, Rob.
Get those double R's in the comment section.
R's.
Get those double R's in the comment section as Seeps, the 50th pick, is in for the Green Bay Packers. With the 50th selection, the Green Bay Packers are selecting wide receiver Jaden Reed.
Let's go! Packers suck.
That's a terrible pick.
That's an awful pick.
That's a terrible pick.
That's an awful pick with Jalen Hyatt on the board.
Tom Downey had Jaden Reed over Jonathan Mingo.
He doesn't know ball.
He does. He's a Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys fan.
Marsh, but I will say, all Giants fans, we do need to be on watch right now at Miami.
Is John Michael Schmitz a Dolphin?
It's either him or Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington would be great for the Dolphins.
Great. Blocking tight
They
end.
need him.
You're trying to talk them into it right now.
No John Michael Schmitz. I'm going to say this. We're at $596 in Super Chats. Once we get to 1,000, I'm putting on the hard hat.
Let's go.
Once we get to 1,000, I'm putting on the hard hat. We wore it every game during the regular season. Hard hat's going on once we get to 1,000.
Marsh, you know I'm a big-time Vikes guy, right?
You are a big Vikes guy.
You got any Giants gear here?
I do. I have the Eli Manning jersey in the back and the Saquon Barkley. You looked good in the Saquon that one time.
Even though the Giants beat my Vikings, and this is going to hurt. If we catch Bears, I'll put on the Giants jersey.
Patrick Seatman, a Vikings fan, says if we catch the Chicago Bears in Super Chats, he's going to put on either a Eli Manning Super Bowl jersey or a Saquon Barkley jersey. A Saquon Barkley jersey.
I'll make that deal for the real ones.
Oh, my gosh. Seeps.
We're getting there.
We are 6 picks away, and John Michael Schmitz is on the board.
You got to watch out right here, Marsh. I'm sorry.
As B below, he says, I want Osiris Torrance or the Min Center. Why do we want Osiris Torrance? That's my question. I know a lot of people want him, Steeps. We signed a right guard to a multi-year contract last offseason. We picked another guard in the top 100 last year. Why do we want him?
Yeah.
You got to believe in the pick you made last year.
Who would start right now?
Your starting offensive line, Andrew Thomas, Joshua Ezeudu. Center's a question mark. It'd probably be Ben Bredesen if they had to play today. Your right guard is Mark Lewinsky, and then Evan Neal is your right tackle. You gave Mark Lewinsky a 3-year deal last offseason. You're not playing him. You took Joshua Ezeudu, in the top 100. You have to play him.
Yeah. Well, I like Osiris Torrance. It was weird. Kuiper did have Osiris Torrance at 61 on his big board. Our Tom Downey had him at 16. So there's kind of different ends of the spectrum with him.
Dat in the chat says, I don't trust Ezeudu. How do you know that? He barely played last year. He was a top 100 pick.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Give the man a chance. Marsh, this is a good question, though, from our man, Ant Ben Rod.
ABR, my man, says Jalen Hyatt or Young Edge? Hyatt. Easy.
Yeah.
I think the question is Hyatt or John Michael Schmitz.
Watch out for Miami right here, man.
Do you think it's the pick?
I don't know, because you think about Miami, they could draft him, move Connor Williams back to guard. It just kind of makes a little too much sense here. Unless we see a Giants trade.
As Bernie comes in with a $20 super chat. Shout out to Bernie. We'll spin the wheel from a man, Bernie. He says, go, G-Men. I'm with you, Brody. I'm with you. I'm freaking with you.
And then Primo saying, time to get that horn for JMS. That'd be a great pick. That's a dream. If you get Deonte Banks and John Michael Schmitz, it's like you're hopping on the PFF mock and you're rigging it for the Giants.
Honestly.
Really?
Honestly.
And then you get A.T. Perry in the third. That's like a perfect draft.
Let's see what they do. We're spinning the wheel for my man Bernie. Every $20 super chat. We'll spin the wheel.
We already got that one.
We already got that one. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Here we go, Giants. Here we go. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot about the beans. I forgot about the beans.
You have to do it with me.
All right, fine. All right,
We
fine.
each have to do one.
I don't want to do it.
I'm not going to look.
Don't look at the color.
Let me see. I just make sure I got 2 in here.
And then name the flavor.
Okay, so you tell me what color that is. You know the color.
It's like a yellowish.
All right, so I have a bean.
This is puke.
Oh, shit, I dropped one on the ground. All right, so this is called Bean Boozled. You could get a good jelly bean or a bad jelly bean.
I think I got a bad one.
I have like a pink one. You have a yellow one? Here are the flavors. We'll do it quickly. Earwax, earthworm, dirt, cinnamon, cherry, candy floss, booger, blueberry, black pepper, or
what is the yellow one and the pink one supposed to be?
banana for yellow. And then grass, green apple, marshmallow, rotten egg, sausage, lemon, soap, tutti frutti, vomit, or watermelon. I don't know which one I have. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you got it.
Ugh!
What is it? Can you call it taste?
I think that was sausage. Dude, oh my God, that was awful.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
Wow, so we don't have any tip for the Dolphins right now, and they're about to make the pick.
Eat your bean real quick. We got some tips. What is it? What is it?
It's hot, bro.
It's hot?
Oh my God, what? Dude, hand me a trash can. I'm not swallowing this pig.
What? Oh my God.
What is that?
What color was
It
it?
was a yellow one.
Is that rotten egg?
That was definitely rotten egg.
Rotten egg, banana, earwax, or lemon are the yellow ones.
Oh my God. That might have been earwax too. No, that was rotten egg.
So, Seeps, we got a couple of picks to check up on. With the 51st pick, the Miami Dolphins select quarterback Cam Smith.
Wow, let's go.
Quarterback Cam Smith.
Let's go.
And then Seeps.
Uh-oh.
With the 52nd pick, I'm going to butcher his name, so I'm going to let you say the last name. Running back, UCLA.
Zach Charbonnet. Oh, wow, that's a good. Seattle is having a draft. Seattle.
But you already have the other guy, Murray.
Kenneth Walker.
Walker, excuse me.
Yeah, but you need 2 backs now. Dude, Zach Charbonnet is a bigger Le'Veon Bell. Wow. You know Mike McDaniel did not like that pick.
So 51 is Cam Smith. 52 is Zach Charbonnet.
Don't need a center. Don't need a center. Don't need a center. They might need a center.
Cody Whitehair, they're taking him. I think John Michael Schmitz is a Bear.
But if he's not, the Giants get him. Unless I don't know the Jags center situation.
I don't either. So the Chicago Bears are on the clock. Because Cam Smith goes 51 Seeps. Then Zach Charbonnet goes 52. And now the Bears are on the clock.
Wow.
I think this might be John Michael Schmitz. This
might be.
Dude, that jelly bean was so bad.
Dude, that was honestly, I didn't think
it could taste that bad.
it's that big. Guys, every $20 super chat, you got a chance at that.
Every $20 super chat, you have a chance to spin the wheel.
Was that the first running back today?
Yes.
So Charbonnet went 3?
Charbonnet was the first running back today.
I told you, Tom. Dude,
Wow.
Watch his highlights when he throws them on here, dude. Look at how big his legs are. He is a freak.
How many shot funds have we done?
2.
Okay, so we owe one more.
We do owe one more.
We owe one more. Come on, no John Michael. Yes! With the 53rd pick, the Chicago Bears are selecting defensive lineman Gervin Dexter. Dexter.
The Bears suck.
That's a terrible pick.
That's an awful pick.
That is a terrible pick.
Awful pick.
That is an awful pick for the Chicago Bears. He was like
Wow.
a 5th round grade.
The Florida guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, bad pick.
That's a terrible pick for the Bears.
Dude, look at this haul for Seattle. Witherspoon, JSN, Derek Hall, and Zach Charbonnet. All-time draft for Seattle.
Dude, John Michael Schmitz might be there at 57.
God, you don't need to trade up for John Michael Schmitz. Excuse me?
Oh my God. John Michael Schmitz might be a New York Giant. John Michael Schmitz. If he's there, you have to take him.
I was just gonna ask you, is there any way they pass?
Hyatt. Another speedster? Jameson Williams last year, round 1. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They do got to replace Chark. They might go Hyatt. Chargers, Lions, and Jacksonville are the only players available. Teams above them. The Chargers taking Quentin Johnston was terrible. They might go Jalen Hyatt. Keenan Allen is going to be cut next year. That's it. Name another receiver. They didn't bring back Carter.
Yeah, I just Johnson, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, all same market.
The Chargers are on the clock. Wow. John Michael Schmitz might be on the board for the Giants, Seeps.
That's wild. I thought you guys were going to have to trade up. Look at how cute he is.
Marvin Mims could be the pick as well. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's go. And we'll get back to it.
As Robert Rodriguez just sent in a $100 super chat for the 3rd time today, we owe him a beer shot fund race. Every $100 super chat, we're doing beer shot funds. Let's go. Here we go. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm hurting. Woo! Seeps. John Michael Schmitz might be a Giant. Are you for sure taking him over Jalen Hyatt? Reports. They love Ricky Stromberg, the center for Arkansas.
Oh, really? There's another center they like?
But he's a 3rd round guy.
So I think the Giants are in an interesting spot here. I think they're kind of going, like they're kind of in the position where it's like, do we take John Michael Schmitz now and receiver in round 3, or is it receiver now and hope to get your center in round 3? I don't know.
It matters, I think, who you have ranked higher on your board.
Yes.
And
definitely.
what receivers do you think could actually be there at 89? So the Bears did make their selection. It was Florida defensive tackle Gervon Dexter.
That's an awful pick, dude.
That might be the worst pick of the draft so far.
That's a bad pick.
Dude, he's not a 2nd round player.
He's not an NFL player.
He sucks.
I saw this, it was actually his Twitter breakdown on him, and pretty much just tore him to pieces.
Yeah.
Like,
Big body and athletic, but not a good football player.
no, like he doesn't have moves, really.
All right. So the Seahawks went Charbonnet, and then Dexter goes to the Bears at 53. Is that not in? Rolly just asked.
No, it's not yet.
That's weird. All right, Seeps. I got to run to the restroom.
Yeah, you got it.
Every $5 super chat while I'm gone, I'm taking a shot.
Yep. I will be holding it down while Marshall Green is gone. $5 super chat that comes in. We got you guys. But yeah, Gervon Dexter, the pick for the Chicago Bears. I was thinking they may go with John Michael Schmitz, but they end up not going John Michael Schmitz. Giants sitting there at 57. The Chargers, Chiefs, and Jags are all ahead of them. I don't anticipate either one of those teams. Maybe the Jags, but I'm not sure. I don't anticipate any of those teams taking those guys, but who really knows? They got Devin Hester actually making the pick. But, guys, every $5 that comes in while Marsh is gone, he's just running to the bathroom, try to get him a little sauced up. We are going to take shots. Bears pick Gervin Dexter. Gervin Dexter Sr., the defensive lineman out of Florida. Honestly, a shocking pick. I don't really get the pick, frankly. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Grade the pick. Grade the pick. Every $5 super chat that comes in, we are going to take a shot while Marsh is gone. Gervin Dexter is the pick for Chicago. Wow. Mama Karen is giving hugs to everyone, or Mama Corinne. Shout out to you. Karen Terrier dog. Thank you so much. Marsh will see that when he gets back. Every $5 that comes in, we are taking shots while he is gone. Appreciate it. Everybody spam Corinne in the chat. She's a real one. All hugs around. Give me a hug, Corinne. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Shout out to you. That's B. Baloli in the chat saying Bears are my second favorite team. That's interesting. You got a backstory on that, B. Baloli? Cheers. Shout out to you. Yes, definitely cheers. I'll take a shot actually right now for you. Take a shot with my mom, Karen Terrier mom. Cheers. Cool. As the Chiefs did end up trading up.
Did he get picked yet?
Yeah, it was Tula.
John Michael Schmidt got picked?
No. Chiefs did trade up though with the
They don't need it. They got Creed Humphrey.
Yes, so they're good. It's the
Who did
Jags.
they trade up with?
The Chiefs. Or no, the Chiefs traded up.
For who? With
I believe the Lions.
Giants are going to get their guy.
Why did Craig just say he lost their top center?
What do you mean, Craig? Craig, why are you saying that? Oh my gosh, the Chiefs selected Rashee Rice.
No way.
I love Rashee Rice. So Tuli
Wow.
Tupitolotu goes to the Los Angeles Chargers. And then the Chiefs trade up for Rashee Rice. You know I'm a big Rice guy. I thought he'd be there at 89. What did I tell you? Baby CeeDee Lamb. I know receivers.
And the Chiefs
Tom,
know that.
listen to me. Let me do the receiver rankings, Tom Downey.
I don't think any of his 8 that were there today have been picked besides a
Oh,
Jada.
that list sucks. List sucks. I think we had some supers fly in when I was gone.
We did. You owe us. So Karen Terrier mom started off.
Corinne!
Corinne saying, Mama Corinne is giving hugs to everybody. That was followed up by Foley.
Oh, Foley!
Foley.
Wow. And then Clifford says, lost our top center. Who? John Michael Schmitz is always who I wanted over Tippmann.
He's got inside info here.
Wow. And then we got a $2 super chat from Cameron Johnson, who says trade up to get Hyatt and JMS then Jordan Battle. Round 3. Your next 2 picks have to be corner and receiver and center. It's crazy. All the guys that I like are going early, but Tom's list hasn't even changed in its top 8.
Literally, it hasn't changed.
Just let me fucking scout receivers. I just think I just see it with receivers a little bit different.
I think I should throw that up here.
So, Seeps, who's on the clock?
Jags.
We are 1 pick away.
Yes.
Do the Jags need a center?
I was going to say, you want to look that up? Like, look up their depth chart or something?
If the Jacksonville Jaguars do not take John Michael Schmitz, that's the pick, Seeps.
It has to be. Got boards falling pretty nice, though, for the Giants. They might have their pick here.
And even if John Michael Schmitz goes here, you take Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah.
So when I look at the Jaguars depth chart, their starting center is Luke Fortner. You know anything about him?
No idea. Did he have a good PFF year?
Oh, the Bears traded up! They're taking John Michael Schmitz. Bears trade up. John Michael Schmitz is going to be a Bear.
He's a 66 in Madden, according to B-Boy.
Well, it doesn't matter because the Bears are on the clock right now.
Wow.
Do not take John Michael Schmitz. That would be a draft blunder for Joe Shane if he just let the Bears trade up and steal John Michael Schmitz.
Wow.
I'm going to be in shambles.
Wow.
Do not do that, frickin' Ryan Poles. F you, Ryan Poles. You better not take John Michael Schmitz.
Wow.
Could they do this?
Who else is it?
Jalen Hyatt.
I mean, they got 3 receivers. Like
The tight end, Darnell Washington.
Yeah, I mean, they got Cole Kmet.
But they want to run a power run game.
This is fucked.
Wow. This feels awfully familiar to the Eagles jumping us to take Deonte Smith. This feels awfully familiar. Remember everyone that was complaining, Seeps, in round 1, the Giants traded up 1 pick? No, you go get your fucking guy. You go get your guy. Nothing yet. Nothing official yet. We got 435 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. The Kansas City Chiefs are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock. The Bears are on the clock. The Jacksonville Jaguars just traded down. The Chicago Bears traded up.
Got to give them a 4th to go up 5 spots.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Especially in the second round.
That might be the 4th they got from Philly for going down a spot.
Yes!
No
the
way!
Chicago Bears are selecting Tyreek Stevenson,
Let's go!
quarterback out of Miami. The Giants are on the clock, and John Michael Schmitz is there, Seeps.
Bears are having a bad draft. Bears,
I actually like this guy, to be fair.
He's Miami, right?
Miami corner, very physical, has a very versatile pro player profile. Can play press. He's strong. He's athletic. But Seeps, we just got the best center at 57.
Yep.
Pull the trigger, Joe Shane. Pull the trigger. We're doing this. Every $5 super chat that, honestly, why did the Bears trade to 56? Giants were taking a corner.
I have no idea.
Ryan Poles continues to have a really bad draft. I like to pick a Stevenson, but he didn't need to jump in front of the Giants.
No.
While the Giants are on the clock, every $5 super chat that comes in, Seeps and I will alternate shots.
Come on.
Every $5 super chat, while the Giants are on the clock, we'll take shots. Seeps.
Let's go. This is him.
Who do you want the Giants to take? If we have a weigh-in, I'd like to get that on screen. If not, no biggie. Who do you guys want the Giants to select right now? Who do you want the Giants to select? Take John Michael Schmitz.
Let us know.
Make the pick. Make the pick. That's our next Sean O'Hara.
It's either Hyatt or JMS.
Every $5 super chat until the Giants make a pick, we're taking shots. Every $5 super chat until the Giants make a pick, we're taking shots. Craig Clifford came in with a super chat. Oh, Foley came in. Corinne, you want Hyatt over John Michael Schmitz? I think you have to take John Michael Schmitz and you run. Yeah. You're not getting a better football player at 89.
Nope.
Take John Michael Schmitz. I will not be mad if it is Jalen Hyatt. I think once the pick comes in, I'll announce it, but then we recollect. You get the graphics order, and then we just roll into the cut. Just slack it in the main chat. You could go John Michael Schmitz. You could go Jalen Hyatt. I think you got to go center here. Get the center. He's a day one plug-and-play player, Seeps.
Yep.
Day one.
Guys, I'm pretty connected with Minnesota Twitter. This guy's the greatest tight end or greatest center of all time.
As the New York Football Giants are selecting John Michael Schmitz, the center, out of Minnesota. Another A pick for Joe Shane and the New York Football Giants, baby. The New York Giants are selecting John Michael Schmitz.
Minnesota.
I love this pick.
This is a great pick. They didn't need to trade up at all, Marsh.
They got the best center in the draft at 57.
57.
This guy will be a plug-and-play player. You did not have a center on this roster like him. Ben Bredesen was going to be your starting center if you didn't select him. He slots in. He is your day one starting center. Joe Shane and the New York Giants continue to find value at a position of need. Seeps.
Wow.
Special
big
player.
Time move. Big time move. I mean, we were talking about this guy potentially being in the first round. Could he sneak up there? Great move.
Let's go, Joe Shane. Keep killing it. Keep killing it, Joe Shane.
Seriously.
Everybody type JMS in the comment section. JMS for John Michael Schmitz. Baby, decline the call. Giants are on the clock, and they selected the best damn center in the NFL draft.
Yep.
The Giants just selected the best damn center in the NFL draft. John Michael Schmitz.
No spot either.
What a pick.
Wow, dude, that really just ended up going perfect for the Giants.
What a pick for the New York Football Giants. What a pick. We're going to break this down coming up in a second. Give us some time at the end. We could talk about Deonte Banks again. Look ahead to 89 as well. John Michael freaking Schmitz. You are a New York Football Giant.
Oh! Marsh!
As Junior Mendoza comes in with the $100 super chat. Bang! The New York Giants got there, guys, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Football Giants got there, guys, Seeps. I am pumped. I am pumped about this one. Remember the dude that super chatted earlier and asked, who do I think's going to be the pick? He said he'd send in a $100 super chat if it happened. We'll see if he does. It was Eric Cruz. Eric Cruz said if I predicted the pick correct, he would send in a $100 super chat. Let's see if he's a man of his word. Junior Mendoza with a $100 super chat. Mendoza, you're going to go on the hard hat, my man. You're going on the hard hat, my man. Every $100 super chat, we're doing a beer shot fun race between Seeps and me. Let's go. JM, you're going on the hard hat, Brody. As Eric Cruz, I'm doing the salsa. You can't see it. I'm doing the salsa Victor Cruz style. Because Eric Cruz just came in with the $100 super chat. He says Marsh wins. Good pick, Marsh. Let's go, Big Blue.
Good pick, Marsh.
Seeps. I don't want to toot my own horn here. I predicted both picks.
Yeah?
I predicted both picks.
Banks and JMS. What a great start to the draft for the Giants.
Eric Cruz going on the hard hat, as well as Junior Mendoza. Then we're going to break down this pick in total. Junior Mendoza, Eric Cruz. You guys are legends. You guys are legends. That is why you subscribe to the channel, Seeps. As we also, Seeps, we also just got another $100 Venmo from the MVP so far, Robert Rodriguez. Bang! Robert Rodriguez with the $100 Venmo. Seeps. Are the Giants, I think the winners of the draft so far, to be fair and not biased, is the Seattle Seahawks. But how are the Giants not a top 5 winner of this draft?
Yeah, I mean, they get 2 positions of need, get top 5 corner, top center in the draft. I mean, can't disagree as the Cowboys do go Luke Schoonmaker here.
Who?
Luke Schoonmaker, the tight end out of Michigan over Darnell Washington.
They're reaching. The Cowboys are reaching.
They're reaching.
I can't get it. The Cowboys are reaching yet again. Mozzie Smith was a terrible pick, and Luke Schoonmaker, not a fan of that pick either if I'm the Cowboys.
2 Michigan boys for the Cowboys.
Wow. I'm sorry, Yodes. That was a reach at 26. He would have been a better Giant than Cowboy, and you know that. Our CEO just came in the building. He's a Michigan, I'm going to call him an alum, a Michigan alum and a Michigan fan. He was not a fan of me saying Mozzie Smith was a bad pick, but Seeps. It wasn't a good pick.
No, it was not a good pick.
We just went back to back $300 super chats.
We got some shop funds coming after the cut for you guys. Don't you worry.
Oh, my gosh. We got a whole bunch of drinking to do. We're about to start partying. I'm a little worried about what receiver they are going to take in round 3.
A.T. Perry, bro, I'm telling you. That's a perfect archetype to complement the guys you got this offseason.
You like A.T. Perry like that?
I like A.T. Perry. Who else are you thinking right now off the top of your head? Jalen Hyatt? You get him, go trade up for Hyatt. Go trade up for Hyatt right now.
Do you trade up for Hyatt?
Go trade up for Hyatt.
You do that, you win the draft. If you trade up for Jalen Hyatt, you win this draft. John Michael Schmitz, you are a New York Football Giant. We're going to break it down in total coming up here in a second. Let me collect my thoughts. Let me breathe a little bit because Seeps, it couldn't have gone more perfect.
This is a great start. Great start, Marsh. Great stuff.
Give me a second.
The Bills get Osiris Torrance. That's a good freaking pick.
Bills go Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, I'm shocked the Cowboys didn't go Torrance there. That was Tom's guy.
Definitely get the quote from Brugler.
It's
Everything, you lead the show, I'll follow.
I got you.
Let's do an early sub.
Yeah, I'm going to go right after the player out there.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it. John Michael Schmitz, you are a New York Football Giant. John Michael Schmitz, you are a New York Football Giant. With the 57th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, Joe Shane strikes again and gets an A grade from me right away. The best center in the NFL Draft fell to the New York Giants when they were on the clock at pick 57, and they walk away, and I think as one of the winners in this NFL Draft early on. You got Deonte Banks in round 1. I gave that an A grade. I'm also giving John Michael Schmitz, the pick by Joe Shane, an A grade because the talent meets the need, and when that happens, special things happen. In today's show, we're going to break down everything you need to know about John Michael Schmitz. You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and you should go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we put out Giants videos every single day. We put out videos every day talking about the NFL draft leading up to this, and we're going to put out picks and videos for every pick that the New York Giants make through the rest of the draft. Hit that sub button. Help us get to 30,000 subs. And if you are subscribed to the channel, go ahead and type real one down in the comments section right now. Let's break down John Michael Schmitz, the center out of Minnesota. Here at Chat Sports, Tom Downey, our NFL draft guru, had John Michael Schmitz, JMS, slotted as the number one center in this draft, and I agreed with him. I had him at our number one center, and Downey, Tom Downey, had him as the 44th overall player. And the fact that you got him at pick number 57 is an absolute steal. I'm not wearing a hat, but if I was, I would tip it to Joe Schoen right now. Here's some notes on JMS. A consistent technique along with good smarts. Really smart player. He may be a captain on this team coming down the line. Only played center with the Golden Gophers. Could be worth look. According to Downey, could be a look. Worth a look at guard. He's going to be a center. He's going to slot in and be your starting center right away. I think he is a plug-and-play center. I believe he is going to start at center week one for the New York Giants. Ben Bredesen will go back to competing with Joshua Ezeudu at the left guard spot. He best fits in a zone blocking scheme, though his quickness is iffy at times. I like the nastiness that John Michael Schmitz plays with. I feel like he has a fierce punch. I feel like he wins with his brain, but also with athletic ability and just being able to dominate the player that he faces up against. Go back into the playoffs when we played against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants got beat up on the interior offensive line. Now you get, in my opinion, the best center in the NFL draft at pick number 57. Joe Schoen, have a day. The New York Giants are having a hell of a draft. Hit that thumbs up icon if you're enjoying what Joe Schoen and the Giants are doing. This is what the Athletic's Dane Brugler had to say about him. Schmitz must do a better job keeping his feet, hands, and eyes on the same page, but he has the play strength and finishing attitude to execute at the NFL level. With improved consistency, he can be a functional pro starter. When you go back and you look at what he did in 2020, he was Big Ten, honorable mention, all Big Ten. He missed one game due to injury, second team, all Big Ten. And then in 2022, he was considered a first team All-American, first team All Big Ten. Some strength. He has an NFL quality frame with adequate mass and play strength, skillfully uses hands and grip strength to latch and strain in the run game, generates power from his lower body to drive his man away from the play, able to angle his hips to seal run lanes, his hands stay active and fierce in pass protection, digs in versus bull rushes and stays stout. He's mental toughness and blue-collar mentality. His father is a carpenter, and his mom worked as an electrician. He logged 35 career starts for the Gophers, missed only 2 games, one because of injury, one because of opt-out over the last 3 seasons. John Michael Schmitz is a hell of a football player, and the Giants, they absolutely got better today. Before we continue to break down John Michael Schmitz, and we'll talk about his stats, we'll talk about his PFF grades, go through his NFL combine, we'll look at the height and the weight, we'll talk about everything you want to know about John Michael Schmitz. But first, I want to open the comment section to all of the New York Giants fans out there right now. Grade the pick. Grade the pick. I don't know how you don't give this an A overall. I think the worst you can give it is an A-, but I give this an A. I want to hear from you. Grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F. Going into this offseason, center was absolutely a position the Giants had to fill because John Feliciano was not re-signed by the New York Football Giants. He left to join the San Francisco 49ers. Then Nick Gates left in free agency to join the Washington Commanders. So you had a hole at the center spot. It looked like Ben Bredesen was going to slide in and be that starting center, but I don't believe that to be true anymore. John Michael Schmitz is going to be your day one starter for the New York Football Giants at the center position. Definitely has some work to do. Not a finished prospect, but I do believe in this class he was the number one center, and I believe he is the number one most ready to play center. And I just keep on going back to those playoff games against the Eagles, and you go back to the regular season games against the Dallas Cowboys. The Giants were not physical enough and strong enough at the point of attack, on the line of scrimmage, across the offensive line to really withstand the pass rush that both those teams really possessed. And now you got a really young O-line. Think about it like this. Andrew Thomas, left tackle. Joshua Ezeudu, who was a top 100 pick last year. You pick someone in the top 100, you expect them to start. John Michael Schmitz is now your starting center. You got Mark Lewinsky at the right guard spot. Then you got Evan Neal at the right guard spot. That's four guys that are extremely young. Mark Lewinsky is a veteran amongst the group. The Giants, they got better. They got better on the offensive line. I'm extremely happy about this pick. When you look at what he did in the pre-draft process testings, not the best athlete. I will agree with that. 5'3", 5'40", but I don't give a damn about the 40 time for the offensive lineman. 4.56 shuttle, which I think shows you some lateral quickness. Not the best you're going to see at the center position, but 26 bench press reps. That shows you he's got some punch off the line of the scrimmage. I think he has really good hand placement. Definitely needs to get better. He's not a finished product. Can definitely get better, but someone that I am absolutely fascinated by and very happy the New York Giants draft him. When you look at what he did, though, this past year for Minnesota at 6'3", 305 pounds with 32 and a half, almost 33-inch arms, the dude is a stud. He allowed just 2 sacks this past year. 1 QB hit, 5 QB hurries, and where he dominates at the line of scrimmage is in the run game. He can get out and move. I don't know if he's a guy that you want to use as a pulling center to get out on the edge and lead block for your running back or Daniel Jones and some of these QB keeps, but a PFF run grade of 92.4. John Michael Schmitz was an excellent pick for the Giants. The fact that he was still available at pick number 57 is electric. I want everyone to light up the comment section right now. Type JMS, his initials. JMS in the comment section if you're happy he's a New York Football Giant. I want to recap a little bit about Deonte Banks, who was the first-round selection for the Giants, pick number 24. They traded up from pick 25, gave up a late fifth-round pick as well as a late seventh-round pick, but I don't really care. I actually enjoy and like that Joe Shane identified a prospect that he liked a lot and was willing to risk something to go up to get him. That tells me that this coaching staff, this scouting department, really understood that Deonte Banks is a primetime player, is going to help this football team because he's a 6-foot corner, 200 pounds, ran a 4.3 40, can play press man coverage, over 300 snaps this past year in the press coverage role. He could play man coverage, he could play zone coverage. Not a finished product. None of these guys coming out of the draft are finished products, but I believe Deonte Banks was the 3rd or 4th best corner in this draft, and you were able to get him at pick number 24. So you got a cornerback at pick number 24. You got a center at pick 57. I believe the Giants' biggest remaining need is the wide receiver position, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. Some more notes here on Banks. A strong tackler, only missed 1 tackle this past year with fascinating size and great athletic testing, a 42-inch vertical, a guy that ran a 4.3 40, one of the longest broad jumps in NFL history. He can mirror guys well and still has room to grow as a cover guy, but he showed you everything you want to know at the cornerback position. He can play man, probably a little bit better in zone coverage right now, but with the long arms, the size, the speed, and the strength combo, he could play press coverage. Only had 1 interception, couple of pass breakups, but 8 flags. A little bit grabby at the top of routes. That could be out-coached. Jerome Henderson, one of the best DB coaches in the National Football League, will correct that. I think the Giants have hit a home run early on in this draft. Deonte Banks and John Michael Schmitz. Man, oh man, those are 2 good picks. So we are recording this video at the time the Giants just picked John Michael Schmitz at 57. This is an immediate reaction. Here are some of the top wide receivers still left. Josh Downs, Jalen Hyatt, I'm kind of surprised he's still there. Tyler Scott out of Cincinnati. Cedric Tillman, Marvin Mims Jr. is the guy that I've heard the Giants really like a whole lot. 20 yards per reception last year with the Oklahoma Sooners. A.T. Perry, really one of your last big-bodied outside wide receivers, 6'3", 6'4", and he plays up to size. I like Nathaniel Tank Dell as well. Parker Washington, he actually went to my high school, so I've watched this kid for a long time grow up. He's a true slot receiver. Kind of gives me some Deebo Samuel vibes. I'm looking at A.T. Perry. I'm looking at Marvin Mims as guys the Giants could select at pick number 89. So I do want to close this video out with this question. Pick 89 is right around the corner. Who do you want the Giants to draft with that selection? I believe you got to go receiver. I would not be shocked, though, if they go running back. We've heard the Giants are very fond of Kendre Miller, the running back at a TCU. I'm a fan of Devon Achane. I like Israel Abanikanda. I don't think that is I think that's a little bit of a reach, Abanikanda in round 3. I like Achane, but I really think you need a wide receiver. You got to go out and get Daniel Jones, another guy he could throw the football to. I would like an outside receiver, or at least a guy that could play in the slot or the outside. And I say that all to say, I want to hear from you. Who do you want the Giants to select at pick number 89? Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, though, ladies and gentlemen, because we're not done. We put out a video for day 1. We're going to do grades for day 1. We're going to react to this pick like we just did. We're going to react to pick number 89. And then at the end of day 2, we will do a grades pick for that. And then for every pick the Giants make in day 3, we'll do a video for that. And then we'll end the day with total draft grades. I can promise you this. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. But I know I'm not. No other YouTube channel that covers the New York Giants is going to put out more content than we do over the NFL draft. So if you love the Giants, you love the draft, hit that sub button. And if you're a real one, go ahead. Comment real one down in the comment section. Drew Scruggs just win the second round. Seeps, he was a 5th round player. What are the Texans doing?
I don't know. That's a bad pick.
That's why you take John Michael Schmitz.
That's a bad pick.
Drew Scruggs is a 5th round player. Wow.
That's bad.
Wow. 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 Wave Nino, I love that his name is Drew Scruggs, but I wouldn't.
It's a good name.
Great name. Probably best name in this draft.
Yeah.
But he's not the 62nd best player in this draft. Am I overreacting by saying both those picks are A's for the Giants?
Are A's?
Yeah.
No, those are A's. Those are good picks.
They're going to be day 1 starters.
Yeah.
John Michael Schmitz is a New York Football Giant.
Is it Broncos did trade up here?
Wow.
Big time move. Big time move.
Wow.
Oh, Giants or Broncos just took Marvin Mims.
I thought you just said Giants traded up. So Marvin Mims goes to Denver Broncos at pick 63. Seeps, I like him.
Yeah.
Deep threat, 20 yards per catch last year. One of the most athletic players at the wide receiver spot. He's a vertical threat. He attacks safeties. He's the the brother of Denzel Mims, the wide receiver for the New York Jets. I'm a big fan of him. Suppose the Giants are really big fans of him as well. Wow. I just got to relax for a little bit because I'm freaking hype. I'm hype.
Pick,
I'm
Marsh.
sweaty. I'm a little drunk. John Michael Schmitz, Seeps. You're a Minnesota guy. What do they say about him?
He's the shit, man. I'm serious. I'm not even just saying that to you. Like, they talk about him. They wanted the Vikings to take him at 23. If they didn't re-sign Garrett Bradbury, that's what they were talking.
Wow. John Michael Schmitz. You are a New York Football Giant. Wow. Frank White says, I got a feeling the Giants are going to move up again. What do you think? Why is Jalen Hyatt falling so much?
That's a good point.
You tell me Marvin Mims is better than Jalen Hyatt?
This might be, you know how people say Mickey Mouse offense for Tennessee and all that? Maybe that applies for receivers more than we know. But then again, like, I feel like you can teach receivers, like, the Bears traded up to 64.
Bears just traded up. So the Bears are on the clock here at 64 after Marvin Mims was just selected 63rd.
It's just unnecessary.
I don't understand why he's always got to do this.
It's unnecessary.
What are the Bears doing? Gus says, I have a feeling the Giants are not trading Saquon. Giants are not trading Saquon.
No. What is going on?
What are they saying? Give us some time. We're working behind the scenes. Jeff and Patrick hold tight. So that means you're sticking on. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. John Michael Schmitz is a New York Giant. Thieves, you legit got a top 4 corner and the number 1 center in this draft.
Who could be the best corner in this draft? Like, I don't really see a difference between, like, Witherspoon, Gonzalez, and Banks.
Banks goes to Bama. He's the number 1 corner in this draft.
Yeah.
Banks goes to Bama. He's the number 1 corner in this draft. Wow. Wow. Gonna recollect ourselves. Gotta relax a little bit. We've still got a long, long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. Long, long
Apparently the stream
time
was a
ago.
little behind. When I told Petey to end it, it was like, he was like still on like the wide receivers part. So
Was
like
he screen recording?
So now he's got to redo it.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he stopped it, though, if you said ending on the subread and it wasn't on the subread.
I don't know. I mean, I sent it like a little early, but whatever. It's going to end up working out.
We'll have that pick up on the channel for you guys here in a little bit. Steve, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Cardinals call you up. They call the Giants
Okay.
and say, would you trade pick 89 for DeAndre Hopkins? What do you say?
I completely forgot about that aspect of all this.
I don't think that's off the table.
I say yes. I say you have to. Oh, no way. Taylor Bennett making the pick. Do you know who this is?
No.
You know Lyrical Lemonade? Like, they make a bunch of music videos. He grew up probably, not no shit, 5 minutes away from me.
Really?
He is awesome, dude. He makes music videos for a bunch of rappers.
Do you know who called the pick for the Giants? Was it just the commish? I don't remember.
No, it was
Was it a current or ex-Giant?
former Giant.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Let me see if I can go find it.
Yeah. Zach Pickens? What are the Bears doing? Weird picks for the Bears here.
Bears suck, dude.
And it is the Eagles on the clock. We'll get that updated for you guys in a second. Eagles have back-to-back picks here, Marsh.
It was Lawrence Tynes, the kicker for the Giants, that made the pick.
Oh, okay.
He hit the field goal to send the Giants to the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers in the frozen tundra. Wow. Wow. Bill says it was Lawrence Tynes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What are the Bears doing?
The Bears have a weird draft. They, like, traded up, traded back. Like, Eagles, very interesting what they do here, especially with Jalen frickin' Hyatt still.
Could they take Jalen Hyatt as their third receiver?
I mean, they have Quez, but like
Kind of the same receiver.
a little bit of the same.
Official Crooked House says Joe Shane should get veto. What do you mean by that?
Should get vetoed like his picks.
Because I believe the Giants are a top 10 winner in this draft right now.
Oh, I was gonna say top 5, Marsh. Marsh, I thought when you started that cut, I thought you put it perfectly of like when a position in need and like best player available when they kind of come together.
Huge.
That's an A, man. That's an A. I
That's
thought
an
that was
A.
a great pick.
That's an A. God, I'm fucked up. I should have ate more. So, this is a Knicks update, but I do want to just put this out there, Seeps.
Okay.
Via The Athletic. Donovan Mitchell didn't choose Cleveland. He was sent here when he thought he was going to New York. Nevertheless, talk has persisted in league circles throughout this season that he will indeed go to New York at his first opportunity.
You know what's so funny? I've completely changed my tune on him.
I have too. We both have. He was not good in the playoffs. I don't think he made an impact in any single game.
He's Westbrook.
Westbrook with a step back J. Frank says relax. What am I relaxing about? I'm just reading the report.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to get out of here in like 2 minutes, though, Giants fans.
Jeff's coming to get you?
Coop's coming to get me. I'm actually going over to the dirty Dallas Cowboys.
You're going to the Cowboys stream? That's brutal. That's brutal. Wow.
Why is everybody freaking out?
Shit. I need some like food or something.
I could get you pizza when I make this little rotation.
Is it out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Thank you.
Marvin Mims to the Broncos, though. So they got Sutton, Judy, and Mims now. Pick is in for the Eagles.
I got you, Frank. I got you, Brody. Dingoes still on the board? What do you mean dingoes?
Say it ain't so. I know, Mr. Rick, I am. You think I'm happy about this?
What do you mean dingoes? Who's dingoes? You know who dingoes is?
No. Oh, Ringo, maybe?
Ringo? Yeah, he's still available. Giants don't need another outside corner, though.
Don't tell me Philly takes Ringo.
I can't believe this fucking Chiefs traded up for,
Rasheed.
All I'm saying is my guys went way before Tom Downey's guys. Tom does a great job, though. Tom does a great job.
I'm going to go give the Cowboys hell.
Honestly, do it.
Two Michigan guys, come on.
Oh, man. Turtle Power says, who do you think the next wide receiver off the board is? Got to be Jalen Hyatt, right? I mean, who else could it be?
Oh, Petey said he's all good. He'll be out in 3 minutes.
Petey?
Yeah.
Oh, the video.
Yeah, he's making a cut. Koopy, welcome. Giants fans, see you later. Been great hanging out.
As producer, Jeffrey Cooperstein is in the building. And with the 65th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Eagles are selecting offensive lineman Tyler Steen. Eagles. Back-to-back picks, so they get an offensive lineman. They needed it. They lost Isaac Seumalo. So that's definitely something. Wow, the Eagles take an offensive lineman. Yes, please. Coop, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, G-Men?
Giants are killing it.
They're having a great draft.
I love John Michael Schmitz.
Big pick.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Non-biased.
Of course. I'm never biased. Oh,
What the hell are the Bears doing?
it's been a weird draft for them, right?
They're taking third and fourth round players in the second round. They're trading up for them.
Yeah, I have no idea what the Bears are doing. They've had a confusing draft. Are we sure Ryan Poles is it? Because I'm not.
I'm not. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he is it. Wow. Another Philadelphia Eagles pick. So the Eagles...
They went back to back.
Thank you, Seeps. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm going to take a bite of pizza. Unfortunately, it's not New
Give
York
us one
Zoff.
sec here.
It's not...
Seeps is grabbing his monitor.
You guys see the behind the scenes.
That's messed up, bro.
There we go.
It's not New York Zoff.
It's not.
But it's going to definitely fill me up, and I need it.
Whoa. Bye, Seeps.
Pause.
Zach Pickens is the pick here?
So Zach Pickens goes 64.
And then Tyler Steen.
Then Tyler Steen goes 65. And then they were on the clock again, and Sidney Brown goes 66. To be honest, I don't know much about either of those guys.
I'll be honest, same.
Wow. Robert Rodriguez asks if we're ready for the boot.
Rob Rod's here?
He already sent in 400 in Venmo today.
You animal, Rob Rod.
Robert is the GOAT.
Clearly.
Robert is the GOAT.
Are we all caught up on soups?
Where are we at in there? I don't know.
It looks like Mike.
Let's go to Mike's. We'll go to Mike. Somehow, some way, the on the clock is something I think you have to change. That's something that I don't know how that works.
No, I got it.
Mike says somehow, some way.
Oh, my fault. We'll get it.
Somehow, some way, we got to get Hyatt on this team. I would definitely trade up. If you told me that Marvin Mims was going before Hyatt, I would have called you a liar.
Yeah. Look, Mims is the more athletic of the two, so maybe that's what they were looking for. But Hyatt still being on the board is kind of surprising. And I don't know if you saw this, but as far as Darnell Washington goes, apparently he's slipping down the board because of a knee issue.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes, so he's also available. He's the best available at the moment, according to our draft expert, Tom Downey. But it's been an interesting day for skill positions.
100%. Then A Fizzle 30 the God says, I don't have 100, but I got 5 for you. That's plenty.
Real, man.
That's pretty. That's plenty. That's plenty. Shout out to A Fizzle. Then Neezy came in with a $2 super chat. Says inside linebacker or another line in the third. You got to go receiver.
It has to be a receiver.
You got to get a receiver.
But the problem is that
they're kind of going.
Well, yeah.
Remember when people told me Mingo wasn't good and then he went in the 30s, and then people told me Rashee Rice wasn't good and he went in the 50s?
But you don't know ball.
Just let me do the receiver rankings. Wow, we got a shocker right here, Coop. With this, and I love this pick for the Broncos. With this 67th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos are selecting linebacker Drew Sanders. I love this pick, Coop.
Drew Sanders is a do-it-all linebacker. Played last year at Arkansas. The man's a hard hitter, 6'4". This dude can do it all.
He can blitz off the edge. He actually was an edge at Alabama, was a 5-star recruit, transferred to Arkansas, transitioned to an off-ball role. I already said this and I already apologized for it, but I'm going to say it again. He's not Micah Parsons, but he does what Micah Parsons does. He's almost like an Anthony Barr.
He's very versatile. Yeah, absolutely. You can play on the edge. If you wanted to play maybe a little more inside as a linebacker, he can do that as well. This is a great pick by the Broncos, and I think they're having a good draft so far.
I like the trade up for Marvin Mims.
The trade up for Mims, they need to get Wilson help.
With the 68th pick, the Detroit Lions are selecting Hendon Hooker. The Jared Goff backup is here.
Are you kidding me?
Hendon Hooker is going to the Detroit Lions.
Wow.
I kind of like that. It's a good spot for him to sit.
Goff can play.
Goff can play. I like Goff.
That's crazy. I like Goff as well, and I think he'll have a pretty good year.
Coop, I'm running in place
I see that. I was going to ask you why.
because I'm about to piss myself.
Okay.
Can you hold it down?
I'll hold it down.
Okay. These 4 shotguns are getting
All
to
right.
me.
Marsh is heading out. So while Marsh is gone, I'm going to make Marsh get really drunk. Oh, gosh. And I think every $10 super chat that comes in, Marsh has to, what do you got here? Is that an HD? Or he has to take a shot of Fireball. How about that? Every $10 super chat while Marsh is gone, it's a Fireball shot for Mr. Marshall Green. I miss you guys. I was on the fraudulent Philadelphia Eagles stream earlier. Those guys suck. I freaking hate the Eagles. We like Ringo? Wavy, what up, Nino? What's going on? Just hanging out with the people. Day 2 of the NFL draft. The Lions taking Hendon Hooker. I love that pick for the Lions, man. Jalen Hyatt. Bill, you, my guy, are a real one. I appreciate you guys. Love hanging out with the Giants crew as always. It's been a good night for the Giants. I think you go receiver with your next pick. Now, let's take a look at some of the best available receivers. They're kind of going pretty quick. So we'll take a look at the big board here. We got, so this is what you're working with as of right now. You got Josh Downs, Jalen Hyatt, Tyler Scott, Cedric Tillman. Honestly, after those two, after Josh Downs and Jalen Hyatt, I think there's a significant drop-off. Excuse me. So if you see one of those guys go, and you're Joe Shane, are you looking at trading up to go get the other guy? Just because I think Tyler Scott and Cedric Tillman are a tier below Downs and Hyatt. If I'm Joe Shane, I'm Brian Dable. That's who I'm looking at. Now, if you go to the 5 through 8, I like Tank Dell, A.T. Perry. Those guys I like. So if you don't get one of those top two, maybe you wait and get Tank Dell or A.T. Perry at the back end of round 3 or in round 4. Yes, Hyatt is taller than Josh Downs for sure. What's going on with the people? Boozy D! Boozy D with the $10 super chat. That's a shot for Marshall when he gets back. Oh, just as we were talking about Tank Dell. There goes Tank Dell. The Houston Texans traded up to take Tank freaking Dell. And it looks like the Las Vegas Raiders have traded up to 70. So they are now on the clock. Tank Dell, the receiver out of Houston, stays home, goes to the Houston Texans. It's been a crazy receiver draft so far. Kind of curious as to why Jalen Hyatt and Josh Downs haven't been selected yet. I hear Marsh. He's coming back. He's coming back. Boozy D with the $10 super chat. Let's freaking ride. That's your first ever super chat as well. Boozy D, let's go. You're a real one for that. My man. Everyone type Boozy in the chat. Everyone type Boozy. Give him some love for his first ever super. We love that. Boozy, let's go. Excuse me. Marsha's taking a minute. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he had to do some extra things in the bathroom. I don't know. Boozy, Boozy, Boozy. Let's go. Karen likes Tillman. Tillman's good. Love the channel. Love the support. My man, we love you. All the real ones out here. You guys are the best. It looks like Marsh is back, but the deal does not end until he gets back on screen. There he is. There he is.
I just went and shit talk the Bears.
You did? Good. What did Graham have to say?
Dude, they traded up for third round.
They're stiffs.
I like Tyreek Stevenson. Dude, we talked about Gervon Dexter as a 6th-round pick
I know.
in a mock draft.
So this is why the Bears are the Bears. They get excited around draft time. Thing is because they draft high because they're bad at football. They're going to be back here again next year.
I don't know about Gervon Dexter.
I'm not a fan of that pick, that's for sure. You do owe a shot.
As Boozy D sends in their first
Ever.
super chat.
Let's go.
Boozy, I got a shot for you. And then, Coop, I want to tell you something. I'm actually going to get a little bit dirty with it. I'm going to mix a little Fireball with Red Bull. Fireball, Red Bull.
You animal.
How about that?
What do you have to tell me?
According to The Athletic, I know this is New York Knicks stuff, but I'm going to say it. According to The Athletic, from everyone I talked to, Donovan Mitchell wants to be a Knick. That's what The Athletic is reporting. They said his first chance.
Who said this?
The Athletic. Whoever The Athletic reporter is.
They start again?
I don't want
Okay.
I don't
I
want
know this is a giant stream, but we'll entertain this for a second.
This one, a little Red Bull, a little Fireball. Let's ride.
You get Donovan Mitchell.
If I could sign him, sure. I'm not trading for him.
Would you not trade Rowan Barrett? Maybe an IQ
I have
or
a
a
question
QG?
for you. Who was better in game 3, 4, and 5? Barrett or Mitchell?
Barrett.
Why am I trading?
And the problem
Do
is,
I want a backcourt that is 6'2"?
that's what I was
can't
going to
defend?
say. I love Jalen Brunson to death. He's an absolute dog. No defense. And if you got Mitchell, you would get pounded.
We would.
Pause. Major.
What a term! I love that term. Wow. Wow.
I assume you did a cut for 57 already.
Yes, it should be out.
Perfect. I'm going to take a bite of pizza here, so I'm
Yeah.
going to put myself off.
Stick with us. We're just collecting our thoughts. We're going to continue to roll, but we do need food. So give me a second while I eat this shitty pizza. This ain't no New York za. Frank, I'm not trading for Mitchell. Micah says, Marshall, you always got me laughing. I'm glad I can do that. Because I know, and you can go get your sports news from anywhere. But we like to inform. We also like to entertain. We like to have fun. We like to laugh. So thank you to everybody that has tuned in. So the Raiders took Byron Young. Saints, very good pick right here, Coop. But also, I don't know why they made this pick. You have Kamara. You have Jamal Williams. And now you select the running back, Kendre Miller, out of TCU. I know you know a lot about him.
Tells me that Kamara, maybe they don't think either they're trying to trade him or they think he won't be available for the start of the season. That's what this tells me.
That's fair, because of suspension.
Could be. Love the Kendre Miller pick. I think he's a really good running back, good value at round 3. So I like the pick for the Saints.
I'm having to eat Papa John's pizza. That's what happens when you live in Dallas. When you live in Dallas, you got to eat Papa John's. So, you know, you can be mad at me. I'm mad at myself. I wish I had one large regular slice right now. A regular slice. Look, it's free pizza. I'm not going to turn it down. I'm not turning it down. Well, you guys can be mad at me all you want. I like regular slices. I like just cheese. New York's like, if I'm going to New York, I just want a cheese slice. I just want a regular slice. Giant Problem says it's time to move. Marsh, thing is, this is where my employment is. This is where my employment is. I can't just move. Tank Dell went to the Texans. I like that pick. He stays in Houston. He went to the University of Houston. Tank Dell, I like that pick. He's a fun receiver. He's a fun receiver. Gus says, when I'm 18, I'm going to get the Statue of Liberty holding a Giants helmet tattooed on my arm. That's nice. I like that. Wow. Frank. I love pepperoni pizza. But in New York, and you guys are New Yorkers. I'm born in New York, raised in Houston. My dad's a New Yorker, 35 years. A true New York slice is just cheese. Like, pepperoni's good. I love pepperoni pizza. It's my favorite pizza. But in New York, I want just a regular cheese slice. Scott says, I live in New York State, and I'd rather live in Texas. I'd rather live in Texas, too, but I would rather live in New York for the za. I would rather live in New York for the czar. For the czar. Za. Jeez, I can't even speak. Cha says, Danino's? Am I saying that right? Danino's? Danino's Pizza in New York City, best in the city since 1950. Mr. Rick, when I come out to New York this summer, I'm going to Danino's for you.
You taking a trip to the city?
That's the goal.
Let's go.
This summer, I want to go to New York when I take off a week and a half for PTO.
Me too. I'm doing the same.
Rolly says Domino's is your best pizza. Pizza C says, I'm a New Yorker, and you are correct. Pepperoni is not Italian. They don't even know what pepperoni is in Italy. When I was a kid, 2 slices and a canned soda was clutch. Let's do this. Drop your favorite place to get a slice of pizza from in the comments. Comment below your favorite place to get a slice of pizza. I want to know from you guys. Rolly Stinks, a.k.a. Johnson, you says Joe's Pizza is overrated. I've heard Joe's is like the commercial place to go to in New York.
Johnson U's in the chat.
A.k.a. Rolly Stinks.
Rolly Stinks, a.k.a. Johnson U. You're a real one, though.
Mr. Rick, I would love to grab a slice of pizza with you, my man. I would love to grab a slice of pizza with you.
Well, while we're talking about it, favorite place in Dallas to get a slice?
There's no, like, slice
There's
spot.
no slice.
You just get a whole za.
You get a pie.
This is embarrassing, but either Grimaldi's, like that, but still, dude, that's what it is.
I think it's a lot.
I like Zalat, I like Gapco, I like Grimaldi's, but there's no real New York pizza in Dallas. That's where we live. Aunt Ben Rod says 2 Bros Pizza, 2 slices and a soda for $2.75. Ricky DaCosta says Ricardo's Pizza in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Rolly, Mr. Johnson, you says Grimaldi's. Jose says LB Pizzeria in Brooklyn. That's also what Rolly Johnson, you said. La Pizza is for fireplace. Sbarro in the city. No, you're capping. No one eats Sbarro in New York. It's not in New York.
That's the Michael Scott reference. He's his favorite New York pizza place. Sbarro.
Okay, he got me. LB Pizzeria in Brooklyn. Rutt's Hut Hot Dogs near MetLife. That's what Mr. Rick says. LB is really good. I'd like to try that. Joe says Bunny, South Orange, New Jersey. Ed says Ray's. Sbarro's mid, but the double layer pizza. I don't know if you guys are trolling me with Sbarro. Oh, the Giants traded up! The Giants traded up! Alert! Giants traded up! Coop, is this Jalen Hyatt?
It might be.
The Giants traded up! The Giants traded up! Alert! Alert! The Giants are traded up from pick 89 to 73. The Giants are traded up from 89 to 73. You go. So the Giants trade 89 and 128. Giants trade 89 and 128 to move up. So the Giants have traded their 4th round pick and their 3rd round pick to move up 16 slots, Coop.
Let's fucking go.
I think this is Jalen Hyatt.
I think it's Jalen Hyatt or Josh Downs.
I think this is Jalen Hyatt. You traded a 4th round pick, Coop, to move up 16 spots. Push that across. That was good. change the on the clock or just take that off. Giants are on the clock. They have pick number 73. I think you go Jalen Hyatt.
I think it's Jalen Hyatt.
I think it's Jalen Hyatt. I think it's Jalen Hyatt. If you get Hyatt, Banks, and John Michael Schmitz,
We're partying.
who is it going to be? With the 73rd pick, the New York Giants are selecting Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver, Tennessee. The New York Giants have won the NFL draft. The New York Giants are selecting Jalen Hyatt with the 73rd pick in the NFL draft. Jalen Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant.
Let's go!
Coop, the Giants are the winners of the NFL draft.
They're having an unbelievable draft. You get Deonte Banks, you get John Michael Schmitz, and then you trade up and you get Jalen freaking Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt!
Jalen Hyatt! Jalen Hyatt!
Let's go Giants! Let's go Giants! Let's go Giants! Oh my gosh.
Wow!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Jalen Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant. It should already be made, Coop. Just read only that. We'll break down everything you need to know about Jalen Hyatt is a New York Football Giant. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lanta, you are my woman. Jalen freaking Hyatt. The graphics already in there. Just find the
Yep.
Coop Seeps has already been messing with it.
Okay.
Holy Toledo. Oh my gosh. I'm also moving over to List 5 logo for the cut.
Perfect.
Jalen Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant, baby. 2.
Yep.
Oh my Lanta. You are my woman. Oh my, why did Steve just put that in there? Oh my gosh.
No idea.
Okay, so as we did just get a $200 Venmo from Robert Rodriguez. Bang! Robert Rodriguez, a legend. Check that list 5 real quick. I want to see that for a second. See what that looks like. So I just got word from the Giants just won the draft. The Giants just won
You
the
guys
draft.
are having a shitty draft, I'll tell you that.
So I'm just gonna let you know right now. When Downs goes in the next 10 picks, this
Doesn't
is gonna
matter.
be a Rager, Justin Jefferson.
We never needed him. You needed
guys
someone to
stink.
stretch the field.
You just missed the best wide receiver.
Yeah, worry about your QB.
Perfect. I also want to look at something else. That's perfect. Okay, so I do have some bad news. After we talk about this pick, we're going to have to sign off here on the channel because we need other people to come into the studios.
That's BS.
It is BS, no doubt about it. But it is what it is.
It'd be like that.
One day, we're going to have our own studio here for New York Giants now. But I do want to do this. As Robert says, let's party with that $200 super chat. So right now, Coop, we are up to, what is 6? 600 plus 585. We're at 1,185. If we get to 1,500, we're at 1,185. If we get to 1,500, I'm ending the show with a boot. Deal. If we get to 1,500, 1,500, we're at 1,185. Words from the boss that says we have to sign off the live stream to get other teams into the chat, and that makes total sense. We're a team here at Chat Sports. But I want to go out with a bang. We're at $1,185 in Super Chats. If we get to 1,500, we are 315 away. Is that right? We are 315 away. If we get there, I know, Mr. Rick, I know. It's just what the bosses are saying. We did get a $2 Super Chat from Aunt Ben Rod. He said, we are winning the Super Bowl this year.
Facts.
Coop, the only team I think that has done better so far in the draft is the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Giants are neck and neck with them.
Yeah, the Seahawks have had a great draft so far. They get Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then
Devin Witherspoon. They got the running back,
Zach
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet, yeah. They've had a good draft, but
And they got that edge rusher.
the Giants, man, they're having a hell of a draft right now.
Oh, my gosh. We're at 1,100. Coop, you got Jalen Hyatt at 73. People thought he would go at 25.
But we don't know ball. If you don't think Joe Shane knows ball, something wrong with you.
All right, we're about to start the cut. We'll do the cut. I'll try to stay on as long as I can until they just yell at me to get off. As Patrick Seatman just texted me and said, Giants are on a heater.
They really are, though.
Giants are on a heater.
They're on an absolute heater right now. Okay.
Here. I'm moving over a list 4 stat and a list 5 stat real quick.
Okay.
Just because I don't know what the draft graphic is going to look like, but I like the ones I have. This is F.
Mm-hmm.
Just check those real quick. We'll get to the cut here in a second. John Michael Schmitz. Jalen Hyatt. You are a New York Football Giant. Wow. Wow. All right. Do those look good? I don't know. I just changed it to 19. 18.9. There it goes. All right, that's good. And what was the one versus Bama? How did that look? Perfect. All right.
You want to use those instead of the draft ones?
Please. Just because I think it shows a little bit more.
Cool.
I definitely want to hit that list 5 logo, the one I moved over, and then you steer the ship. Definitely a bio, the 40 time, all of that. You lead us to the promised land. I do want to remind you, we have to log off, unfortunately, after this cut. We will do a beer boot chug from me if we get to 1,500. We are at whatever 600 plus 587 is. We're at 1,187. We're 313 away. 313 away from a boot. Ricky, we'll see you later. Mr. Rick, this is a special time to be a fan of the New York Giants. John Mara did a right thing by hiring Joe Shane. John Mara. Way to frickin' go. Swampy Play says Downs is better. Downs doesn't fit what you do. You don't need another slot receiver. You need someone on the outside that could stretch the field vertically. That's what Jalen Hyatt does. All right. Wow. I'm kind of left speechless right now. That was an aggressive move. You gave up your 4th round pick.
great move, I think.
Yeah. So every super chat that comes in while we are doing the cut, we will answer those, and then we have to sign off. If we get to 1,500, we'll do a boot to close the show. If you get to 1,500, we will close the show with that. Man, I don't want to say like I've called every single pick for the Giants, but I don't not want to say it, and I deserve some credit. That's why you subscribe to the channel.
Facts.
Hit that freaking sub button. Hit that freaking sub button. You ready? I'm ready. Are we coming out to the Hyatt L3? Yeah. You're going to love this. Let's go. You're going to love this. I've said it for every player.
Oh, I know. Here we go.
So what pick was it?
73.
73, okay. Does it say that? There it is. Okay. I think we should hit the trade.
Yep.
Cool. You got it.
Yep.
You got it. I'm stressing. My bad. Here we go. Jalen Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant. Joe Shane strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants trade up in the third round from pick 89 to get up to pick 73. Joe Shane said, I got my man in Jalen Hyatt, and you are a New York Football Giant. I believe the Giants got one of the best wide receivers left on the board, but I feel like the Giants got the best receiver on the board that fit what they needed. I know some people would want Josh Downs. I know there's an A.T. Perry, and there's some people you may have wanted, but you got a guy that was the most explosive player in college football last year. He was the 6th ranked wide receiver according to the rankings here at Chat Sports. 6 foot and an 1/8 inch, 176 pounds, 22 years old, but he is the fastest and most explosive player in this draft. We're going to break all this down coming up in a second. But guys, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Because when the Giants do something, when they make a move, we make a video. And the Giants, they did just that. They made a move. They moved up from pick number 89 to get up to pick 73. They moved up 16 spots. That's half a round. They said, we're going to go out and get our football players. Deonte Banks, A. John Michael Schmitz, A. Jalen Hyatt, A. Yes, you gave up pick 128, but you decided that Jalen Hyatt was your man, and now he's going from wearing the orange, the creamsicles down in Tennessee. Now he's wearing the beautiful blue in New York, New Jersey. Here's a little bit of a scouting report on Jalen Hyatt. He was the 2022 Biletnikoff Award winner and has true burner potential. I don't want to say he's Tyreek Hill because that is not what he is, but he could be a healthy and better Will Fuller. Go back and watch what Will Fuller did for the Houston Texans. He was special back in that time. Great combination of skills and ball skills. He continuously finds himself behind the defenses that he plays against. He is a special player. A limited route tree at Tennessee, which I think is fair. Kind of a Mickey Mouse offense that they ran. But when you watched them and you looked up, somehow Jalen Hyatt was always behind the defense. And this is exactly the type of wide receiver the New York Giants look. Look at his explosive plays coming up in a second. But I just want to remind everyone, the Giants were the least explosive pass offense in the National Football League. When it comes to explosive pass plays, the Giants were ranked 32nd in the National Football League. You know what type of player changes that? This guy right here, Jalen Hyatt, is the most explosive wide receiver in college football, and now he's going to be catching bombs from Danny Dimes. I want to ask you guys this question before we roll on in today's video. I want you to grade the pick of Jalen Hyatt with pick number 73. They traded up from pick 89, and they got their guy. Grade the pick for me down in the comment section, A, B, C, D, or F. We said it a second ago. In 2022, the Giants were the least explosive pass offense in the National Football League, excuse me. You know, you fix that, you get a guy that's one of the fastest players at the wide receiver position, and you get a guy that can get behind the defense. He had 15 catches this year of over 30 yards, first in college football. He had 11 catches of over 40 yards, first in college football. He had 7 catches of more than 50 yards, first in college football. And the man had 5 catches of over 60 yards, which was first in college football. He had the second most deep yards in the NCAA. And now he's going to be catching tutties for the New York Giants. When you look at the wholesome stats here for Jalin Hyatt, 67 receptions this past year for the Volunteers, almost 1,300 yards, 18.9 yards per catch. He's explosive. Every defensive coordinator before they play the Giants is going to say, we cannot let Jalin Hyatt get behind us, and that's what he did in college. 15 touchdowns, a long reception of 78 yards. And some people say, it's college. I'm not going to worry about the stats. Well, he did it in the SEC, but he also did it against Nick Saban and Alabama. Roll Tide roll. That is what Jalin Hyatt was saying when he had 6 receptions for 228 yards and 5 touchdowns. This might be the most crazy stat in the world right here. Against Alabama, Jalin Hyatt had 34.5 yards per catch. If you can do it against the Tennessee Volunteers, the Alabama Crimson Tide, you can do it against the National Football League. Jalin Hyatt, I am so happy he is a New York Giants. The Giants, they needed another deep threat. Darius Slayton was their number 1 deep threat last year. I don't want to speak ill will on Darius Slayton right here, but he did have some drops. He has some concentration drops. That's not what Jalin Hyatt has. He's going to get behind you. The defense has to take a step back. But it's not just the fact that he can catch deep passes and open up the floodgates for this offense. This is what is special about Jalin Hyatt. He's so fast. He is so dynamic. He's such a vertical threat. You know what you have to do as a defensive back? First step is backward. That helps your defensive line because you can't blitz as much if you don't have safety top over the help of Jalin Hyatt. That lightens the box for Saquon Barkley. You're able to run the football more because you can't put everybody in the back box and play one-on-one coverage with Jalin Hyatt, and it helps your offensive line and Daniel Jones. This is such just a more pick than just a wide receiver. Jalin Hyatt is going to make the Giants so much better. Does he need to be a better route runner? Yes, I feel like he wasn't asked to do that at Tennessee. They asked him to go vertical. They asked him to run a post, and he was successful at it. I'm pretty freaking hyped right now. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to put out picks and videos for every pick the New York Giants make. So help us get to 30,000 subs. And if you are subscribed to the channel, type real one down in the comment section. The Athletic's Dane Brugler, in my opinion, the number 1 draft guide in the world, said this about Hyatt. He said, Hyatt isn't a well-rounded receiver and won't become one overnight, but he is exceptional in 2 key areas: easy speed and confident ball skills, as well as high potential for an explosive play at any moment. Changes the way defenses prepare. In the right role, he could be a productive home run hitter for an NFL offense, and that is what he's going to be for the New York Football Giants. A vert jump of 40, a broad jump of over 11, a 40-yard dash of 4.4, his 10-yard split 1.5, his 20-yard split 2.5. What does that tell you? He's fast, he's got a quick first step, he's going to put a lot of pressure on defensive backs that the Giants are going to play. Man, oh man, have the Giants hit home run after home run. You can call me biased or whatever. I give the Deonte Banks pick an A. I give the John Michael Schmitz pick an A. And I give the pick of Jalin Hyatt in the 3rd round at pick 73 an A. Joe Shane, I could kiss you right now. I could kiss you right now, Joe Shane. Brian Dable, I'd rub the shit out of that bald-ass head right now. The New York Giants are back, and they are better than they have been in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Jalin Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant. The Giants, they struggled to create explosive plays last year. So what did they do? They got the most explosive football player in college football. Man, oh man, what a time to be alive. Jalin Hyatt, you're going to crush it for the New York Giants. Ending it here? Yeah, no, we'll end it here. We'll end it here. Cool. I want to ask you guys this question. So the Giants, they did trade that 4th pick. So the Giants right now only have a couple of day 3 picks left. I'm going to see if I can find an updated look at the Giants draft picks real quick, just so I can be crystal clear with you guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I believe the Giants are going to have around 4 picks left. 4 picks left. So would you look at the Giants picks overall? They entered, so they made Deonte Banks the 24th pick. They made John Michael Schmitz the 57th pick. They traded up from 89. They gave up 128. So they have 1 5th-round pick. They have 1 6th-round pick and 2 7th-round picks. I believe the Giants have 4 picks left going into day 3. I think you could use another edge rusher. I think you could use another off-ball linebacker and maybe a running back at this point. You have a 5th, a 6th, and 2 7ths left. I'm pretty sure that I believe that to be correct. So I want to ask you this. Who do you want the Giants to draft? Who do you want them to draft? Give me a couple names down in the comment section. And if you made it this far in the video, hit that thumbs up icon. If you are happy with what Joe Schoen has done, if you're happy with the pick, if you made it this far in the video, that means you're a real one. So show some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. I'm so freaking hyped I could barely speak. Giants fans, celebrate it. It's been a hell of a draft. Let's go G-Men. Wow.
We got freaking shadow banned by Harry and Rolly, who moved Chiefs L3s over.
Jalen Hyatt is a Giant.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
You seem like you're over the moon right now. We received a lot of super chats.
Did we really?
I'm pretty sure. All right, we'll start here.
I'm really happy, man. I really am.
This one from Neezy.
Neezy says, how many picks are left? You have a 5th, you have a 6th, and you have 2 7ths for tomorrow. So you don't have a 4th. The first time you'll pick, I believe, is 172. I believe the first time you'll pick tomorrow is 172, which is 100 picks from in between the time you picked at 73. But,
wow.
When you get freaking Jalen Hyatt in round 3, people thought he was going in the first round.
People thought he was going round 1, and you get him at 73. What a steal.
You needed to become a more explosive offense, and that's what you did. The stats we showed you with the 30, 40, 50, 60.
Explosive.
Wow, 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 wow.
This one coming in from Jack Mo.
Jack Mo.
After he took Deonte Banks, I thought 100% Hyatt was out of the question. Big steal. Dub, Joe Schoen. Let's go.
Joe Schoen is a dub. Joe Schoen is a freaking dub. A freaking dub. Jack Mo, thank you, sir. Oh, Foley! Giants now made this draft way more watchable. We wouldn't be able to go live and do what we do without people like you, Oh, Foley. So thank you. Salute. Thank you so much, man. I got the best damn job in the world, and it's because of you guys. So thank you, man. It's got chills going down my freaking back. So thank you. Thank you. Then Mr. Rick. Thank you. Thank you. Giants, great day to be a Giants fan. 100%. Could not say it better, any better, Mr. Rick. Could not say it any better.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody. I love you guys. I'm the luckiest dude in the world. Angel with a $10 super chat says, Giants making power moves and we need to do more. NFC East is ours. You took a really big step in the right direction today. You took a really, really big step. I'm going to be honest with you. You got in my opinion, the third or fourth best corner in this draft. You got the best center in this draft, and you got in my opinion, a top 10 receiver in the third round that fits a need of explosive plays. You got the most explosive pass catcher in the NFL, in the NFL draft. Wow. Angel, and then he's back again. Angel said vibes surrounded with little, I think that's an emoji.
It's a sticker.
It's a sticker. Angel also sent in their first ever super chat. Angel, thank you so much for supporting the show. Thank you.
We love you, Angel.
Says Giants just need some more defensive help. Who we getting, y'all? Place your picks. At this point, I don't know because the Giants don't pick for another 100 picks.
Are you looking at edge or are you looking at DT?
I'm looking at edge, maybe another fatty in the middle,
Okay.
and an off-ball backer, and maybe a running back. You got 4 picks left. I'd like to go running back, off-ball backer, edge, DT with the last 4 picks.
Still some good running backs available. Devon A-Chain, as far as I know, has not been picked.
Yeah. No way he lasts to 172, though.
No way. I don't know, man.
Wow. So we're going to do one final count real quick. Make sure Rob didn't send another Venmo. He's been crazy with those today.
You wild man, Rob.
Rob, you're a legend. We're at 600 plus 641. We're at 1,241. I said if we got to 1,500, I would do a boot. I said if we got to 1,500, I'd do a boot. That's 250 away. I'm going to put a 2-minute, let's do 3-minute shot clock. 3-minute shot clock, then we have to sign off. My boss is yelling at me right now through message.
He's
3-minute
literally
shot
yelling.
clock. 3-minute shot clock. If we get to 1,500, I would do it. If now we're going to sign off. If we don't get any more super chats, I'm going to do a beer shot fund to close this. I'm doing a beer shot fund to close this. As everyone's calling on Rob. He doesn't have to do any more. No one has to do any more. Coop. Measy says, so the Giants traded Tony for Waller and Hyatt? Not exactly.
But basically.
Kind of, but not exactly. I
think it's a dub for the Giants. Man,
Oh, God.
your offense looks... No. Is it boot time? Not again. Are you slacking me? Oh my God. Okay, give me a moment. Oh my God. You let me know when you're ready.
As Robert Rodriguez! A $250 Venmo! Bang! Everybody type double R in the chat.
Rod is a GOAT.
A legend. Oh my.
Can you believe it?
Do you believe in miracles? Do you
Yes!
believe in miracles? Oh my gosh. Well, safe to say that my man Robert is going to win the Garden flag, but what he asked is he wants Tom Downey to have to wave it game 1 if we play the Giants.
Oh, please.
I
I feel like the first game the Cowboys play the Giants, he should waive it no matter what.
Agreed. Oh my gosh.
You want me to go get a boot?
Yeah.
I'll go get a boot. I'll be
Put
right
it in
back.
Slack. I don't know if anyone's coming, but Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Rob Rodriguez.
We got James
is the
Yodi here.
legend.
It's only one available, so Kevin Holmes on it. Sorry. Don't show the people.
You said it's a 3-datter?
A happy dad boot.
Oh,
Thank-
man.
Our CEO just dropped off the boot. Shout out to him. After I finish this boot, shout out to you. Cheers to everybody out there right now. We're closing the show with a
Y'all are
happy
real
dad
ones.
boot.
If you need help, let me know. Let's not repeat yesterday.
I can't let him down again.
No repeat yesterday.
Here we go.
Everyone chant Marsh. Spam Marsh in the chat. Let's freaking go. Marsh is putting his body on the line for the G-Men every night. Let's go. What a draft the New York Giants are having. The football Giants, as I like to call them. He's taking it down slowly. There's a little bubblage at the front. But he's doing it. Look at Marsh go. He's doing better than he was yesterday. Let's freaking go. Oh, yeah. It's coming. It's coming. Spam chug. Spam chug. He did it. He did it.
Robert
Rodriguez. Bang! Let's go.
New York Giants!
New York Giants. New York Giants.
Oh my.
That felt great, I bet.
So good. I wish
Wow.
we didn't have to sign off, but
We're getting shadow banned.
got to be a team player.
Guess so.
Got to be a team player. I wouldn't be where I'm at on this show right now without everybody else being a team player.
True. No.
No more. No.
Oh my God. I
It's
was
just,
about to freak.
just incredible.
Wow.
I am the luckiest man in the world.
I am the luckiest man on the face of this earth.
What is that from?
Lou Gehrig in his final speech.
I really am, man. I've got the best damn people that support this show, and it's not because of me. It's because the Giants have the best damn fan base in the world. There is nothing like New York sports fans. It just means a little bit different to us. I know everyone, it's just a game. No.
It's a life.
It's a life. The memories you have watching these games, the memories you have with the people you watch these games. More than likely, the person that showed you to be a fan of the Giants was probably your dad or your mother, and you never forget that.
I'll tell you a story. My dad grew up in New York. He grew up a freaking Jets fan. You know what happened when he moved here? He stopped being a Jets fan because they suck and they're irrelevant. The Giants are the team of the city.
Every game I watch the Giants, even though I love doing it with you guys, I wish I could just watch it with my dad because that's what we hold closest. But you know what? He gave me a chance to chase dreams, and here I am. I'm freaking talking about the Giants for a living. So I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So we're gonna sign off.
We love you.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Wow. What a day to be a fan of the New York Football Giants.
We'll see you soon.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.